Hello.
Hello, hello. It's Tuesday.
That's right, guy. It is Tuesday. I'm trying to say with a lot of gumption, but I don't know why. Gumption, that's a great word.
Gumption?
Gumption. That's just taking the time capsule back to 1882.
English is not my first language, but still, I don't know where you...
That's your answer to everything.
I don't know where you took this word. Have you guys ever heard the word gumption?
Yes,
I don't even know how you spell
I will
this
speak on their
thing.
behalf, and they're like, yeah, I've heard it. Old movies.
I think we should invite somebody from Oxford, dictionary.
Gumption wouldn't exactly be the best. Wouldn't exactly.
That's what I thought. Well, gumption here, and gumption everybody.
Well, at least she's using it in the right tense.
Well, I guess you could use it anyway.
It looks that way. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. It's Tech Talk Tuesday, guys. That's right. 3 hours of think tank. You and I have questions. You and I have answers. Everything all about YouTube. YouTube tips, optimization, growth, photo, video editing, anything and everything, where we try to find answers together with you in the chat. This is one of our favorite streams, and some people have said that to us as well, and we always look forward to that. This is something that have carried on throughout from the season 1 as well, so looking forward to that, and hope you do as well.
Most definitely, guys. This is where people who just want to grow on YouTube really want to learn the nuts and bolts out and having fun doing it. It's not a seminar type. It is literally just a bunch of YouTubers together, comparing notes, helping each other out, talking it out. That's what it's about. And that's why it's so much fun. And out of the week, it's the most time we get to spend with you guys directly. So, I mean, hey, that's a win-win for us right there. So, love hanging out with you guys. We learn from you as well. Lots of questions. I mean, we don't know. For instance, the great example of that was always, what's the best way to edit video on phone? I don't edit it on phone. So, I learned from you guys what's the best one to use. So, newfound drone production just here for the entertainment. Well, that is awesome. I don't mind. PT3D is in the house. Marcel Harding, thank you so much for tweeting it out. Please do that, guys. That really, really does help us out a lot. My diary, both of love to you as well, and thank you so very much. I also seen Minx Laura was in here a few minutes ago. I missed your stream. My daughter my daughter kind of put me to sleep on the couch.
Well, instead I was in the stream. And,
you did?
Yes.
Oh. But I told her a while ago I was going to try to make it, so I'm glad.
Yeah, that was me. I was listening and putting makeup as she was doing a makeup tapping ASMR. So I thought it was really funny.
Right. Well,
I really enjoyed it. Minx Laura. Oh my God! Yesterday I couldn't fall asleep. I listened to 2 of her latest videos and I was out.
She's awesome.
It always works.
Yeah.
And she was our guest as well, guys. If you missed that, check that out. Featured on our homepage.
We're going to say a big hello to everybody in a minute. I know we're missing some names. Please know how great it is to have all of you in here. It is I like to think of as the real YouTube night. So that's what it's so much fun. Savage Town Down, for sure I do. And it's great to see you in here. A real pleasure. I hope you're doing well.
Saint Havoc. Hey, Puša. Hello, Saint Havoc. I've not been making it to many streams lately, but you guys will always be in my heart for the kind of things you do to help others. I'm going to go some homework now.
You are great. And you know what? Anytime you're in here and you don't have to do that, it's just great to have you.
Yes.
You know how it goes. When you can make it, we love having you by.
It's very true.
I gotta say too again, it's
you
great
so
to see Nerd of the North in here again. Love this guy. You got to check him out. Okay. Earlier morning streams, and when I'm up early, I like to catch them. It's not too early, just that the mornings I got to take the kids to school. I try to sleep in, get every second I can. But if I get up, man, he has got the energy. I love it, and I love Norway, so he's got me wrapped right around his finger, and he's got an awesome show.
It's definitely somewhere we're definitely going to be coming back again for sure.
Oh, yes.
At some point.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah. And JD Knight, John Isabella here, Joelle. Well, guys, good to see you all. Just a reminder, if you could click that like button and share it out. We do appreciate that. Let everybody know what we're doing here, especially for European folks, because it is an hour earlier. For the next couple of weeks.
We have some new ones in, guys. All I just want to ask, and as welcome, it's great to have you in here. Just for the health of the channel and the health for everybody in here. It's fine to mingle. Of course, it's good to meet people. Just the things we do here, it is okay to say I'm subscribed to somebody as long as it's not just subscribed. That's the one thing. Ringing a bell or any of that stuff won't make any difference. It's about the sentence. Fill up the write 1 or 2 lines, just something nice about them and what you've seen, and you've subscribed to their channel, and you really love outdoor fishing, and you can't wait to see more of what they do. Just anything but that, because we're starting more and more. We're removing all the short answers, and we're asking you guys' kind participation. It only takes an extra 30 seconds. It makes people feel good, and that'll make them even like you that much more. So it's a win-win for everybody. So please, no short. Joined use, please. Just take an extra. It only takes an extra 30 seconds.
And Norway rocks from Espen Matheson.
Wow. Oh my God, you're too kind. And Norway does rock.
Yes,
big time.
Thank you so much.
No arguments from us there. You guys are crazy. You don't have to do that.
Yes.
Oh, I'm hoping so. Hey, we know 2 people from Norway now. We're rocking it.
When we go, we
Big
definitely
collab.
going to be doing that for sure. We love Norway. Definitely.
You have an
next
amazing
time when
country.
we go down to my home place, maybe we can swing by Norway.
It's down now, but I actually had a picture from every country that I've been to in Europe, and there was 28 pictures here all around. Because, of course, in the UK, I took a couple of extra shots for Northern Ireland, Isle of Man, etc., Scotland. But in general, and Norway was I'm always been a fan of the Nordic countries. That was one of my dreams. And we got married in Iceland and then traveled through into Norway, Sweden, and then later on Denmark and that. And
beautiful.
Beautiful countries.
Want to go along the northern fjords there.
Oh, yeah.
Parts there for sure.
Definitely.
Definitely, yes. We are an hour earlier, and unfortunately, we can't do anything about it. It's only for 2 weeks. It's because of the time difference. We did our daylight saving time during the weekend.
Yes.
So if you are in Europe, we are an hour earlier for the next 2 weeks for you till you turn your clocks as well.
Mitten Dad says Norway would be awesome. I'd love to go to India.
Yeah, that's interesting too. Yeah, we haven't been to that part of the world, but the Scandinavian countries, I think, is one of well, maybe a little bit because of where I'm from, a little bit about of your love for Vikings, a little bit of the mix.
You see, guys, I'm learning things all the time. Of course, it's for love for you. That's right. I would have never went if it wasn't the love for you.
Yes, guys. This is just us, as always.
Barrel Boy, how are you?
Yes, Hazelite Vixen, hello. Chills TV, hello. Good to see you back again.
Yes, great to see you. Welcome.
Yes, how's the time change? Yeah, I've heard that Europe actually is again thinking of maybe not doing it at all. Would you prefer to stay on Eastern time or on daylight saving time? Would you rather have an hour more daylight in the morning or at night?
Half one, 6 on the other, as long as they don't change.
Yeah.
Pick one, stay to it. I don't really care.
That's right. We posted yesterday on Twitter a little funny skit from a couple years ago. Check that out about time change and how it actually is completely irrelevant nowadays. But check it out. It's quite funny. My Family Garden, Ralph Morick, hello. Destination Chronicles, cheers to you too.
Goose 76, Razzle Rama Videos is in here. Good Times Outdoors. Yeah, I'm going to call everybody out in just a minute, just so I make sure I don't miss any names. Eorts, how are you? Good to see you. West Haven, always and forever. Right back at you. Right back at you. Hey, you guys are what makes this stream what it is, this channel what it is, and we really do appreciate it. No, you guys, no stream, no nothing. Just stopped my way out the door, about to fly some drones. I hope you both are doing great. I'm doing really good, Helicopter, and I hope you're doing great as well. And hope you have a really good night and good flight. Thanks.
And yes, guys, today is Tech Talk Tuesday. We have few
Thank you,
updates
Prospects
going on
Gamer.
about YouTube, of course.
Have a good
As
night.
always, there's some things coming up and changing and adding. And there are some things that we have learned along the way this week as well from you guys. So if you
Yes.
wasn't there yesterday, we shared some of them. We are going to repeat about them today again, so you are aware of that. And of course, all the questions. There have been questions already in Discord for Tuesday Tech Talk. So we're going to try and get over them as well.
PT3D. I'm so sorry. Still have your plaque.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
We'll have to. Do we have him on Twitter?
Yes, we do.
Oh right, yes, okay.
And guys, if you wanna check out and add to the hex wall, you can always do that.
Yes.
And I have rearranged everything so much that I can't find anything now. This is what happens, guys. You know,
Yeah.
when you have your own. Yes, there you go. I have it. I have it right here. So let me put it in the chat if you are interested in your plaque as well. Check that out.
Which is really, really cool. Really, really neat. And a very smart guy. And lots of love to you, PT3D. Lots of love to you. And that is so amazing.
You can start.
King, yes, Kings and I love that.
Oh, yes, I love that too. And Stingray Steve is almost celebrating. That is awesome. That is awesome, guys. By the way, Mixlore is almost at 50K.
Yeah.
Just a couple hundred
That's
left
crazy.
there. So excited for her. So excited. I love all the tips and tricks. Been trying to implement them to my channel. Thanks. Should all my thumbnails look alike? Quick question, quick answer. They should be within your branding.
That's true. Yeah, that's the short answer.
Yeah.
Sparky 107, what's going on? I always feel like I'm calling out a radio station whenever I say name. You got Sparky 101 in the morning here, 97.7, 107.7 FM. Sparky in the morning. Sparky.
Coombs Worldwide, watching from Oregon. Hello and welcome here.
Hey, Oregon. Good to meet you.
Yeah, good to
Nice.
see you. And guys, yes, of course, you can have all the questions in the chat as well. More than welcome. After we do a roll call, after we do hashtag Blue Ridge Group selfies and all of that, we're going to get to the questions.
On to
Please
trucking.
put hashtag Push Studios or at Push Studios in front of it so I can catch it, copy it, and we can go through them throughout the show. Thank you so much.
And the selfies, guys. Once again, a selfie of you watching us. You can't do that selfie of you. There's our Twitter link. Please make sure that you use the hashtag Blue Wrench Group so we can all find you. If you have merch and all that stuff, it's a great place to show it off. Let everybody know what you got going on. There's a place where you can self-promote, and people will adore you in it.
And we have JH Aquatics in the house.
Hey.
Good to see you, one of our past guests
Yes.
as well. Nature conservationalist, I must say. I'm not only the expert on fish.
Yes.
So go check him out. A really amazing channel, really amazing
A
guest.
channel that's really growing fast
Yes.
and I mean amazing quality. So yeah, definitely he's somebody to check out and keep an eye on too.
Definitely.
Artful Yours with Diana. How are you? Great to see you. You are awesome as always. You are awesome. Little Llama Laura's in here. How are you, Little Llama Laura?
How are you feeling? And Jump Beat in our
Hey.
house. Yes, of course. How
Good.
are you doing? And welcome
Nice
back.
to see you. Hope you're having a good night.
Amy
It's been a few.
Ammer. Hello. Good
Welcome
to see
back.
you too. Tony Review.
Tony, are you going to give us a selfie tonight? Something cool, something. I always love your selfies. I was just bragging them up the other day. I think. Oh, just in Just Living's chat, we were talking about you. So
The French Unboxing, which I met in Mink's Laura's
Yes.
chat today earlier already, and they have ASMR video too, so go check that out.
you're an awesome channel. It's great to
Yes.
see you guys back. Thank you so much for coming.
Orange Jelly, welcome back. Mitt and Dad. Gator
Goodbye.
Bite. Hello, sister. Will gets ripped. Hello, guys. Good to see you. Brown Town Fishing. Much love. as always.
Whoa! Take a break. Take a break. You couldn't talk last week. Now you can't get stopped. Just I agree with you, Mitten Dad. He does have a really cool name. There, my signal light's out. I'm back on the lane, and there you go. You got the passing lane, so run with it. So.
Ian Helicopter said that he can't believe that you met Kim and Roger.
Oh, yeah, I can't either. It was really cool. Yeah, I had such a great time there. That was a lot of fun. that meant a lot. So
BNSFN scale, good to see you again as well.
Life with Melissa. I haven't been over your live streams in a bit. I'm sorry, it's been kind of crazy around here. We all had the flu and that. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you and the boys didn't get the flu during that season as well. Great to see you in here. Ian Matthews is in here. What's going on, my friend? What is going on? Great channels, guys. Please don't forget to hit the like button, tweet it out. Hey, if you guys know a couple of friends, we're trying to hit 6,500, and everybody's been feeling for a while. We've been like spittering and sputtering. So if you know some people you think that would like what we do, if you guys can let them know, I would really love to meet them. I will adorn them with wrenches and tips on how to build your YouTube channel and all that kind of good stuff. So Scout's honor.
Sarah's Abstract Expressions is back. Good to see you back. I love seeing channels that come back after the first time visiting us. That is awesome.
Live with Melissa, I was actually the only one out of the four of us that didn't get it, but I had to listen to Xenia tell me that she had it.
Oh, it was terrible. It was 103 fever for 3 days. And before that, our daughter had the same fever, so it was quite exciting.
I know.
March break.
It was a fun March break. It was wild.
Yeah, you got a break from us, though.
Yeah, when I went to see Roger. I had to run away. But the cat came back, so.
Guys.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. King asked a question, so I guess you put it to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I abused the like button with extreme prejudice. Thank you so much, Tony's reviews. I love that. Oh, there's a good question from Frangie as well.
Yeah, I'm just, guys, picking up your questions here as we go, and we're going to definitely get back to them after our housekeeping here.
Will is asking, do we have any advice? We should hopefully have some through the evening as we go. And if there's any specific questions, just highlight our name, and hopefully we can help you with that as well. Once again, guys, don't forget to tweet it out and all that good stuff, and plus your selfies. We'll take a look in a few minutes.
And the story of Dory said that I was told there would be cookies.
How are you, story of Dory? Good to see you, my friend. It was nice talking to you earlier on today in Extra Written Bloods. I had to leave. I got a phone call, so I didn't get to say goodbye, but it's great to see you again. And I'm glad you're adjusting, and things are gonna come together, my friend. I know that.
Juliet Miranda, our top 200 iTunes podcaster, coming up with a live YouTube interview next month on her channel as well.
She's going to nail it and then some.
Check her out if you haven't yet. Definitely something you don't want to miss. Fallen Angel, hello.
Hi. How are you? Good
Joe
to see you.
Fish, hello.
We got
Speech Fairies.
Speech Fairies, hey, how are you? How are you?
Will Gets Ripped, thank you so much for retweeting.
Yeah, let's call it everybody's name here. I don't want to miss anybody.
Yes,
and there's so many great channels. I don't want to skip a beat. Alrighty, guys, let's do this. As you know, we always do this arena style because you guys are the stars of the show. You deserve an arena-sized welcome. I want to say a great big hello and welcome to Will Gets Ripped, Vexicore, Tootsie Rolling Stone Travels, Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors. Isn't that just like one of the best channel names ever? Like, hats off to you for that one, man. Tony's Reviews, The Story of Dory, the official EC YouTube channel, The Mitten Dad, Texas Made Food, T Lovey, Speech Fairies, Sparky 107, Silly E-Man, Scott Pearson Tools and More, Savage Town Dan, Sarah's Abstract Expressions, Ralph Morick, PT3D, Patricia Sprinkles, Orange Jelly, My Old Lady's Cooking Show, My Family Garden, Mary's Vegetable Garden, Little Llama Laura, Life Azia 1, Life with Melissa, Kings in Darwin, Jump a Beat, Julie at Miranda, Joel D. Hardy, Joe Fish Unboxing, Igorda Vlogger, Icebergen, Ian Matthews, Holscher Fishing, Him and I Woodworking, Helicopter, Hazel-Eyed Vixen, Haunted Trucking, Jelly's Journeys, Gator Bite, Frangie Unboxing, Flyer FPV, Fallen Angel, Eric Garcia, Eorts, DJ3 Live, Dark One, Jockey Orange, Chills TV, Brown Town Fishing, Bossy, BNSF N Scale, Barrel Boy Woods, Arizona Timeless Tourist, Amy Amor, Alyssa Loving Life J4K, Alex the Blue Man Reviewer and Gamer, and to anybody else I missed, please highlight our name and say hi so we can call you all out. You are all so great to have here. Oh my God, 89 Mattel, how you doing? It's been a little while. Good to see you. Let's see what else we have in here. Eileen Villier, the fam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see you.
David, the producer, followed right after Juliet.
Well, what a good, this is a good night. That's a sign. In some countries, that's considered like a sign of good luck and goodwill when they come in together. So
yes.
That's right.
Double trouble. This is my favorite word today. I have used it like 5 times in different streams. I don't know why. Mind for Combat, hello. Tornado Gaming, hi. Pokemon Opening, hello.
Welcome. Great to see all of you guys in here. Simon Cantola, how are you? Is there anybody else that we missed? Mark Metcalf, I see.
Beautiful, cool Nicole World, hello. That Mosier Boy, hello as well. The Daily D Mysteries.
Marcel Harding was not in the original list, but we'd say hi to him early. But you can never say hi enough to Marcel, of course, so...
Yes, well, yes, this is what this whole place is about. You're right, Sarah. David, the producer, loving Tubadi and VidIQ.
Nice. That's what I like to hear. That's the kind of stuff I really, really like to hear. Well done, my friend. J Love Adventures, welcome. How are you?
And Above and Beyond, coming back for more after last night.
Nice. Great to have you back. It's a real pleasure to see you.
Good to see you, and hello to everyone in
Hold the phone. God the Good One is in the house. In case you didn't hear that, that's God the Good One. There, we're good. Back to our regular scheduled program.
Wood Pigeon Outdoors and Mary Jane Giveaway, hello as well. And hi to each and every one of you listening to us on their headphones. Say hi in the chat if you can, and if you can't, that's okay too. Hope you enjoy your Tuesday night or Wednesday morning with us.
Good to see each and every one of you guys in here. And we're going to have a really great time. Once again, guys, we're doing great, God the One. It's great to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing awesome, my friend. What, no air horn?
No, it's not a wheel time.
No, but you know.
You have to have it in limited edition. Otherwise, it gets boring.
But you got to admit, he did make a good point. And back to our regular scheduled programming. Oh. Sorry, Vexy. Definitely. Okay. Jason, okay, I'm good.
We're going to break off and make our own live stream without the horn.
It'd be like downloads for YouTube.
Exactly.
Who shot Puša?
Oh, guys, yeah. This is about the way today is gonna be. So if you're up for it, stay with us.
Yeah.
All aboard the Love Boat.
Aboard.
That's right.
In the meantime, guys, if you can tweet it out, hit the like button. Hey, you're new here and you like what we're doing, maybe you can consider hitting the subscribe button. You have some friends that you think would like what we do, please tell them, because we're desperately trying to get past 6,500 because we're just spinning in the mud. But we're lucky because we have fantastic people like you. And even if we never moved again, we're the luckiest people on YouTube for all that you guys helped us create. Also, if you're new here and you're wondering, well, what's a Puša and what does it do? Well, head on over to our About section. You'll see everything about us, what we do, and here is our schedule. All times, of course, Eastern Standard Time. We're on 6 nights a week, except at 7 p.m. Eastern, except for Thursday. That's right, Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern, where we do our European edition of shoutouts to say thank you to all you people across the pond that stay up so late to watch us. Also, too, don't forget that we have Twitter. A well-oiled machine, folks. A well-oiled machine.
Hey, okay, foraging. Gabriel Z. Hello.
So back to what I was talking about. We have our Twitter. Now, oh my God, I'm so off track right now.
Blue
We have our
Wrench merch.
Yes, that's right. That's right, guys. We have something for everybody, for the baby, for the wife, for the husband, for that special somebody in your life, whatever the occasion. Bar mitzvahs. I don't know. Christmas.
Easter may be coming up closer.
That's right, guys. That's right. Nothing will say Easter Bunny more than a Blue Wrench Group sweatshirt. So I hope you can.
What is up with you?
I don't know. I don't know. The deconstruction of Pusa Studios.
Meme Piano, hello. Took
Yeah.
your advice and changed my channel. That is awesome.
Silly E-Man, I'm sorry. Now I got to break the mood for a second. Wrote that. None of that. No asking for. I'm putting the rules. Guys, we are tighter on that stuff now. It's for the health of this channel. Please just don't asking for stuff, please. If you want to check somebody out, go ahead and check them and tell them just no 2-3 word answers. It's very simple to take the time, right? Hey, I liked what you were doing. That is a good video. Subscribe to your channel. You can call it subscribe. You can call it rubber boots. You can call it flying penguins for all I care. Just as long as it's not 2 or 3 words, okay? Not much that, and no announcing anything, please. It's not necessary. Unless you're 20 away from 1,000, 2,000, something like that, like with 20, because we have to put that in because then some people say I'm close to 1,000. They're 282. I wish I could help them that quickly, but I'm just not. I can't pull it off. So,
Adventures with 52 released the lens is still trouble hearing after the horn. Dark One,
no.
Hello.
I
Animal Fiasco, hello. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Lots of great channels dropping by, guys. Lots of great channels. Remember your selfies. We're going to take a look in a few minutes. There's the link. Actually coming up ASAP, but we'll check periodically through the evening. So if you don't get a chance right at the beginning, we'll definitely see you later on to them. But I am only 2 million away from 1K. All right, Kings and Darwin, let's get the. Maybe we can do it before the song ends. So
Mary's Vegetable Garden, hello. Good to see you. Cranbake Crisis, our great adventure vlogs as well. Hello.
Hello. You're so funny tonight.
And it's me who's funny.
Yeah, there's an energy. I can feel it.
Tactical Nerd, hi. Long time no see. How are you? Good to see you guys all log and row. Everybody coming in. And we love that. That is awesome. It's going to be an amazing night tonight.
All right, here we go, guys, into the selfies. Let's see what we got so far. We got Prototype This 3D. Seen here in the chat as PT3D. Sorry, I've been absent. Love you guys. I love this. You never have to apologize. You were never absent. You come here when you can and when you choose to, and that's all anybody could ask, and we're honored to have you in.
That is so cool.
I love
you.
it. I think that's fantastic.
Yes.
I want to show this off. I really do. I really like it. Wow, that's really awesome. Thank you so very much.
Can we use it for a t-shirt?
Yeah, yeah. Can we? We'll give you credit.
Yeah.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Shira and Vexy are here for you. Oh.
Nice. Nice. Beautiful.
Wow. Thank you so very much, Vexy. Always love having you in. Tony's Reviews. Tony's Reviews loves Pusa Studios. And you know what? Pusa Studios loves Tony's Reviews. So, right back at you, my friend. Awesome picture, by the way. That's
PD3D says you can have it. Well, if we do, we definitely will reference it to you for sure.
Yes, it looked really cool.
Thank you.
I love it, actually. Hi, Pusa. So the thumbnails are doing well on my channel. Here's an example of it. By the way, do you have an idea? Ideas for me to add on the thumbnails?
Mm-hmm. Well, the art pieces themselves are really cool too. Vosserex, hello.
Very cool. Yeah, we shall jump into that a little bit. Very cool, though. Very nice looking. And of course, there's Jackie Hatter. Speaking of beautiful and sweet and kind and all those great things.
And not late.
Not late.
Thankfully. My God, she's just such a hard worker.
I know.
Junk Pig, hello. Elma, hi.
By the way, the word Pusa means cat in some countries. Did you know that?
No. Actually, Andrew, did you want to tell quickly where does the word come from?
Puša is the name of the town in eastern Latvia where Xenia's mom grew up. And it's about 40 kilometers from the Russian border. And what else about it? It's a very tiny town. And yeah, it was kind of a name to honor her mom who had passed away of cancer early in life. And also, she was inspiration. And then on top of that, the roof is upside down from what they use it in the French language. Of course, being here in Quebec, thought it would stand out and people would think it was a spelling mistake, which would get us some extra notice when they seen our logo. So, in short, I think I summed that up.
Yep.
There you go.
Often people wonder what does it mean, and yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's a little town, not too big, real rural place. I love it over there. Thank you so much, Gatorbite. Appreciate it. Oh, Razzle Rama, wow, nice. I like the dark tones. I like that you kept the levels on the bottom end dark onto it. Gives it that more eerie kind of feeling.
Yeah, and I like the crisp. It's almost like a painting. Crisp, the clarity is up. So
very moody.
Yeah, very nice, gorgeous.
Above and beyond, actually, we'll cover that in a second. Okay, there is some more to add to that, so I do want to touch on that. It's a good thing you brought it up. Xenia, make a note of that, please.
Yeah, I tried to answer already in the chat that one, but yes, it's a good note.
Destination Chronicles. Oh, what a great shot!
Oh my God, that's so funny.
That is awesome. Look at that. Oh my God, what's the chances? Oh, you gotta get that out and really get that out in your social media. That thing is awesome.
Oh my God. Can you roll? Roll the rim. So funny.
Awesome. Oh, nice, man. Looking good. Awesome. Thank you so much for the photos. And I every once in a while we get you in a shot.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Yes, love seeing you back again.
And Sophia's tailoring, thank you so very much for tweeting it out. It really does mean a lot. I hope you know that. It does help us, guys, especially because of the time change and that. It just gives everybody an extra little notification that we're on. Thank you so very much. Those are great. Guys, don't forget, it is not too late. Once again, here's the link. A selfie of you watching us. You can't do that. No problem. A selfie of you. Got some merch in that. Take a moment, throw it on, show everybody what's going on with you. And just make sure to use the hashtag Blue Wrench Group so everybody, including us, can find and see you.
The early kitten, thank you so much. She said, you won my wheel game. I just shouted you out on all platforms I could. See you after supper. Great pics, everyone. And so awesome. Have some amazing questions in Discord from the early kitten, too. We'll try to cover some of them at least today. Yeah,
that's always great to hear.
Yeah, that is awesome. How about food in Latvia? What kind of food do Latvians eat? Well, again, in short, meat, chicken fried pork chops with whipped potatoes and a nice fresh salad is a great thing.
It's pork and mackerel base, yeah.
Yeah, and lots of fish, yeah.
Yeah. Those are the two main meats there.
Do we look at selfies on Discord? Yes, but we don't show them out because I gotta show how to work Discord around. Plus, we have so many windows open. So we do look at selfies on Instagram as well as on Discord. If you guys share them, some of you guys send them out to our email. That's great as well, but we only show the ones that are on Twitter.
You are right, Jump Pick. It is similar. That's the thing about it. They all share similarities. Sometimes a little more on the spice, stuff like that. But yeah, they would. There is a lot of common stuff. Not so much based in the sausage meats and stuff like that. More on the more on the smoke side, if anything, than the sausage. That was, I'd say, is the biggest difference.
Yeah.
But
the Blue Sniper, hello, welcome back.
Welcome. How are you doing?
Officially see YouTube. Good to see you too. Well, guys, just a reminder for you that if you have a question, you can more than welcome to put it in the chat with a hashtag Puša Studios if you're on the phone, or at Puša Studios, so it colors orange for me and I can easier spot it, copy, and we're gonna go through the questions. We're no experts here, as we always say. We're here together with you to learn and understand better how we can grow. So any questions, you're more than welcome to put your ideas, your experiences with that in the chat as well, so we all can figure out how we can grow together.
That's right, guys. Eileen 0960.
Nice.
Oh.
I still gotta look at your about section. I've been sleeping half the day today. I'm still trying to get back on track after having a flu.
Thank you so much, Joyce. Great to see you, and right back at you. And I hope you're having a really great night. I really do.
Casey,
thank you so much.
Hello, Condition. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Well, I think we're just about time to start jumping into things. What do you think?
Yes, I think so too, guys. And we'll try to be in the sequence of them coming, but you know how it goes with us here. So there was a question from the last time that we didn't cover. And the question was about advanced settings on channel keywords from Simple Combo. Was asked about what should they put in the channel keywords. What is the best way to fill out the section on advanced section of the channel? And the quick answer to that would be that it would determines what your channel is about. So again, you go and you research the tags, the keywords, the long tail keywords that would pertain to your channel. So think in this way. The process would go: describe your channels in 3-4 words. Okay, write them down, and then try to make those 3-4 words the more specific possible. And then once you get the specific variations of it, add maybe 2 different ways of saying the same thing. So basically synonyms to it, right? And then add it to the advanced settings of the your YouTube channel description tags. What it does, it helps AI to determine what your channel is about. It also mirrors kind of your tags in your videos and your descriptions. It helps YouTube to suggest you to the right people, to the people that are looking for that kind of content. For the size of channels that we are here, it is important to really be more specific. Once again, the same as we talk about keywords in about section and tags. If you're a music channel, putting music videos in there or music singing is not going to do a thing. Yes, it maybe categorizes you, but it's not going to help you being found whatsoever because it's just too saturated. So try to make it more long tail, 3-4 words in a keyword, more specific. The more specific you can go, the better you're going to be exposed by YouTube and the faster you're going to grow. So definitely, if you have it empty right now, go to the advanced settings of your channel and fill it out with some nice good tags and keywords right there. It will definitely help. You must do it. It has to be filled out.
Guys, sorry, I was starting to read. Basically, you're writing the middle. You don't want the lowest tag that, like, you know, that's so obscure and so unreachable that one person types it in every 3 weeks. And you want to avoid where you're right at the very top, because then you're competing with everybody who's ever looked for that word. So it's basically trying to write in the, like, the lower middle to middle. That's what you're kind of doing. You're looking for the ones that are looked for enough, but if you put that specific part, that specific phrase, like Xenia's saying, where that helps is because I know some people were asking about if somebody types that in versus I'm trying to think of okay, say you're a bushcrafting channel, and if you put bushcrafter or survival puts you, poof, you're gone up. Every channel, 4 million, 2 million, 1 million, 2, 7, 10. They're all going at it, and most likely it's going to the biggest one. If you put 18th century twindle knife that's only been ever owned by 3 people and barely ever talked about, the chances of you ever getting seen are very rare too. But if you pick like a park or a river that runs by your area that's well known but is not the biggest park or river in that state, that's what kind of gives you that edge right there. Because if they type that in, yes, the bigger guys might be associated with it because it's outdoor wilderness or some whatever keyword. But that's keyword where you'll have that exact phrase in there, which most likely they won't, and that's the driving force that then gets them to go where you are. So I hope I explained that okay.
Yeah, sure.
Don't sound too confident.
Well, I don't know what you're asking me. I was really so. If you're wondering what are we talking about, we are talking about your Creator Studio. You go to your Creator Studio, scroll down to your to the word that says Channel, and then click on Advanced. And right there, you're going to be able to add the words that we're talking about. Yes, spaces are needed. The best way to make Google and YouTube know about the tags there, and it is very specific to that section. That's not how it works anywhere else. Is put the sentence or the one keyword in the quotes. So if you want it to be looked as one keyword instead of 3 different words, you put them in quotes. So for example, we have one of our first ones is YouTuber's life. Well, if you just type in YouTuber's life, that's going to be 2 tags, but we want it to have it as 1. So quotes, YouTuber's life, quotes, that's going to count it as 1.
Yes. And I'm sorry, I should have, when I met with that a while ago, I realized now because the way the exam was, why I just took that, it was just easier talking in general about tags of why the importance on the phrase versus the word.
Yeah.
And that part applies to whatever way you're using the tag. So I just took an example more as talking general in the about section or on a video thumb. But I mean, a tag structure is a tag structure no matter wherever you use it. As Xenia said, the only thing is the addition of quotes.
Yeah, because that's the only place where it is, and I don't know why, but that's the only place where they have it like that. And lots of people don't know, and then you see one single word tags all across, which doesn't help a lot. There's lots of other things in there as well in that advanced section. So if you are already there, go and check it out. You can put your associated website there if that's something that you're doing. If maybe you have a website with your channel that you have your videos there, maybe you have your merch, maybe you have something that you sell as a workshop or something, that's the place where to add your associated website. That's the place where you get your ID for your channel if you need to add it anywhere. You can also add logo to your videos. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do in that channel tag, and especially in the advanced part of it. So don't disregard it. It's very important. It's like a first brick on the of the basement. Like basically,
foundation.
A foundation.
Yep.
It's a first brick. That's exactly, you need it. You must have it filled out.
Artfully Yours with Diana asked a really good question. I don't get it. I saw a channel with only 1K subs and only 1 sentence in their about section, and they got related channels suggested by YouTube on their channels instead of the popular ones.
Yeah, I already answered that, but maybe
okay,
you
go
can
ahead.
add to
No,
it.
go ahead. I didn't know that already. Okay.
I know, so
Okay.
because it's in the chat.
Well, I
so
don't know what
maybe-
else you said, so.
Well, I said that there's other things in the channel, like playlists and about sections and tags and all of that contributes to that, not only about.
And sometimes, too, they've gone and deleted everything. So sometimes channels
Yes,
go
that's
rogue. And also, too, why I wanted to bring that up. Nothing is foolproof. Sometimes there is a fluke in nature that things just happen to work out that way. It can happen sometimes. They had enough viewers come in with the same interest, and I got linked to that. Also, too, a lot of the videos they could be watching were linking, giving up that as well. So it is a possibility. It's very nil. Don't bank onto it, and it's better off to cover your bases. That's why that when I seen, I wanted to go to that one right away. Everything we say here, of course, you're going to get somebody that says, well, I seen an exception of it, and that's, you will. There's going to be. But the odds are definitely heavily stacked against. That's why. So we don't do that overlapping anymore. What is the next question?
I only answered that one in the chat.
Okay, well, you have other ones you've been keeping as they're coming down?
Yes, there is a question from Kings. What is the best way to get interaction with cards, especially for polls? Kings in Darwin is asking.
You do that one. You do more of that stuff than I do. I'll shut off my phone. How's that?
See, the thing with cards is, and we kind of touched up on this. I remember you had that question, I think, last week as well. It's great to have it because polls make more interaction on your videos and on your channel in general. The hardest part is to get to people, actually to get to them, because you got to see what is the rate of people clicking on your cards to begin with, even if you even want to spend time doing that. It's a great add-on to have polls. Yes, it has a little bit more interaction than just to have a suggested video there, but the question is how many people actually are clicking, and you can see it in your analytics. You can see how many people have clicked into end screens, how many people have clicked into cards. You can also see what type of cards maybe people like better. Do they like playlists or videos, or maybe they do like polls? So if you get them to click, which would be the first thing to think about, then yes, it's a great tool to have even more interaction on your channel. But I would firstly look at it. Can you actually get them to interact with cards per se, like as general, not even thinking about what type of polls it is? So yeah, the best way to do it is talk about in the video. So if there is something specific that you're tagging in the card, you can say, like sometimes we do in the beginning of this video, we say, you know, you can see the link to our Blue Wrench group merch is up above, you know, in a card above, or things like that. Or if there's a specific video that you are doing, you refer to that. So you talk about that in the video. So you mention it, and then you can actually time tag it at the exact spot when you talk about that on the video. So that would be the best approach, I think.
Thank you, Rob. Yeah, I appreciate that. Guys, I was kind of, that's why I got excited. I'm kind of a little bit caught up here. I'm realizing, I just wanted to check. I don't know, are you guys getting a lot of buffering tonight? Because everybody's numbers, I just went and checked on live streams, are looking way down. So I'm wondering if there is, and I'm watching we're getting drops constantly. If you guys can experience any buffering? No? Nicholas said? No buffer. Okay, well that's even worse than maybe they're having network.
There was a huge buffer on Minx today. I watched her at 360. Like the quality of the and I wasn't the only one. Like, thanks God I only had to listen. But you couldn't see anything because it was the buffering was so bad. So
well, that's good then. It's not because some people must go to something because it's literally just drops. I'm looking at the analytic grid and wow. Yeah. It's if it was a heart patient, they wouldn't have a good prognosis. So
adding about that, should I add click here beside the text in the card? Yes, it definitely is better to have that customizable text beside it. The more catchy you can put it, the better. We are not really the best on that. I really should put more intent into it to get people to click on it more. But yes, definitely have something clickable that would make them click on it for sure.
Engagement is good.
Yeah.
In short, it sounds like a simple answer, but everything that's engagement. Oh my God, Prankster Lock, how are you? How you doing? Good to see you. How you been? It's been a minute.
How are you doing? Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad you stopped in. It's always great to see you. And hope you're doing well. True North Angler, great to see you as well. Great to see you as well. And I want to say a big hi to Nomadic Bike as well. I've been meaning to catch you in between everything. Great to have all you guys here.
Presence of Unknown, hello. With one of their channels. Hi.
Shorten your vids. Oh yeah. Well, guess what? You're copying them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
What's the next question?
So Frangie asked, what do you guys think about Google Ads?
In short, everybody's gonna it's not really. It's not worth it unless you're selling something. The chance of you getting anything back in return money, if you need a boost for a subscriber or on a video that's you think can really have a chance of going viral, maybe. But in the end, it's mostly people that are going to be selling a product, the self-help book type of thing or accessory, whatever. If they're selling something on here, it's definitely needed heavily. But most people will say they don't think it's worth the money for just YouTube channel itself. I kind of disagree onto it. I think there's some ways it can work, but it's what you're willing to invest in your channel looking very long down the road on a possible return on it. And not everybody's willing to take that chance onto it. If you're just going to do it with 30, 40 bucks here just to see what it does, it's not worth it. You're going to need a campaign, and you're probably looking at, I don't know, 300 bucks minimum to start. Probably around... To get a good effect out of it, you're probably looking at, and these are just ballparking it, you're going to be 500, 800, maybe $1,000 in, and it's not like it's going to shoot you to the top. So, in general, yeah, it's not really worth it unless you have something to sell to get a return on your investment. Okay.
So Prankster Log said YouTube is putting ads on my videos according to some viewers, but I'm not monetized. Explanation? You don't have to be monetized for them to put ads on it.
You just have to be monetized for you to get a cut of it.
Yeah.
You're still earning the money. They still got to pay for the servers and that's a normal part of it. So that's true. They're not making it up.
Yeah. The Artful with Diana said thank you, and the double answer from both of you was great. So to see both perspectives. I'll try not to answer anything in the chat anymore. Creaky, hello, good to see you.
It's just easier if we go with the ones that I know, so we're not going over top of them. So that's no problem. And I do have a bad habit that sometimes I just get reading them out. I'll pick one out that I like. So,
Lockdown Mark, hello.
Hello.
Oh, we hope that you have a better day after seeing us here. Thank you so much, and I hope it feels better.
Definitely. Wishing you really a better end of the day and a lot better tomorrow.
The Blue Sniper is asking, are there any other ways to get pages beside having 1,000 subs in order to get paid?
Is there any way to get paid? I guess he's saying.
Yeah.
Beside, of course, that was something we made a big mistake into. Was not merchandising earlier. Set up a Patreon or a PayPal offer or incentives for doing so. Get in the affiliation programs, Amazon, all stuff. It doesn't earn a lot, but you can earn a lot more than once you get. To anybody who doesn't know, once you get the 1,000, 4,000, the infamous 1,000, 4,000, and you get monetized, I believe it's important because then YouTube starts to push you more. Because it feels then you're going to get some of the AdSense, you're just going to start getting a share of it. You're going to work harder, drawing more people and stuff, but you're not going to get rich off of it. And you'll make a hell of a lot more money doing merch or other things before you get to that point anyways. So yeah, start earlier. That is a regret of ours that we didn't think of sooner. Would have wicked merch with cuss words on and everything. Huntsman, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Painting the Roses Red is celebrating their 9th wedding anniversary tomorrow. That is amazing. Congratulations ahead of time.
Yes, I hope you guys have an amazing day tomorrow. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. That really means a lot when you guys feel it, like the urge to tell us stuff like that. It just feels that you feel comfortable in here and everything, and you feel close to us. We really appreciate it. And Nomadic Bike says, I love getting answers from both of you. You're awesome, Nomadic Bike, and it's great to see you in here. It really is. And we have Feline Cuisine in here as well. Ralph Barton is in here. Suki Soke, how's it going? JD Knight 7, how are you? And anybody else we might have missed? Midnight Mind of Combat, excuse me. Good night, all. I wish you all tons of growth. I'm in London, so need to check out. Good night. Good night to you, Mind of Combat. Have a great night. Jada Diva, how are you? Great to see you. Always great to see you. Jada Diva's been with us since the beginning. Did you walk through customizing the homepage and naming uploads? I'm doing something wrong.
We did it yesterday, but we can maybe go over it again.
I think we can do it again.
Yeah.
I think we can do that for you. Video call-in show, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you.
Okay, guys, I'm getting all your questions here, so don't worry, we'll get to them. And as Andrew's greeting everybody coming in.
Free Puppet Cut, I love you, but we can't have this stuff in here. That can kill our channel, man. You can't be using those words in there. My heart goes out to you. It really does. It really does. I don't want to see him grow, but we can't use the words that were just used like that. We can't. That can get us in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Brockneck's in the house too.
Brocknex, how are you? Good to see you.
What's the weather?
Oh my God, no way. Prankster Lock, that's awesome. I did a collab with Trump supporter parody guy.
Oh, that's nice.
That's great. You guys are great for each other. That's really awesome. Oh, a widespread tornado outbreak. Crazy chickens, dude. By the way, nice to see you, but on Thursday it looks like we could be in for a widespread tornado outbreak. That's awful. Oh, please be safe. I have a question or statement. How well do you use other social medias to drive your channel like Twitter and Reddit? How well do you use other social medias to drive your channel? I guess how we use it. I guess, yeah.
I assume.
I want to make sure I wasn't missing something. No, and no problem. You can. I'm like, I know you're not. You know how it goes. I just don't want you in trouble. Strung Out Outdoors, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Social media is key. I mean, I feel like YouTube is turning into a social media, and that's a story for another day, and that I'm not happy about. But you definitely the social media's Twitter is the #1 tool for growing on YouTube. We've seen it. Anybody's been in it just even the last couple of minutes, how bad it's gotten of YouTube not notifying anybody when you're on. People finding out, oh, I didn't know you were live till 2 days later. And they're not saying it's an excuse, it's the truth. And that's where YouTube has been instrumental in the growth. The hashtag Blue Wrench group has worked that way. It's a great way for people to get acknowledged, push their channels, plus to get people to see that we were on in that. It works hand in hand in there. The other ones depend on what you do. I mean, Instagram is big with a lot of younger people now. If you're a cooking channel, you're a baking channel, we'll say, you're showing cakes all the time, all these things. I mean, I don't know how you could do it without having Instagram as well. If you're travel channel, cruising, you're going to probably want to hit a lot of Facebook and Instagram. There's mixes and matches of all of them, of course. Because Facebook, for instance, you'd be there mostly for the groups, all the travel groups and that, to post and that you're on, what you're doing. Instagram would definitely be for the shots, because if you're doing travel channel, chances are you're traveling a lot, so it'll work well in there. But all roads pretty much lead back to Twitter as well. So in my opinion, I can't think of a scenario where Twitter isn't there and then the others are extras depending what you do. We use all of them. You can the more you want as many irons in the fire as possible, because this day and age, I mean, a platform could go down overnight, and if say Twitter went down, Twitter's done, we find out that morning, go to log on, what the hell's wrong? You go and look, there's an email, Twitter has been bought out by blah blah blah, and it's officially closed. If you've only been doing Twitter that whole time, how the hell do you tell anybody else what you're doing? So, and that follows on anything. Even YouTube. I mean, YouTube has no guarantees. There's no contracts. They don't owe us anything. Imagine, I keep saying this to everybody. Imagine if you've quit your job. You have 3.4 million subscribers. You've been doing good for 3 years on YouTube. People are watching. Merch is going. And then you find out, you hear through the grapevine, and 3 days later you get the official word that, yep, we're going down in 3 days. That happened with Vessel. Luckily, Vessel wasn't around as long, so people didn't get their foot as much in the door, but some did already. And it was gone. And it was a simple email. Linus Tech Tip showed his, because they were on there as well. It was over, and suivant next. So you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You really can't. So diversify, diversify, diversify. If YouTube ever went down, if you have a great Twitch following from here, a great Twitter following from here, guess what? Guys, YouTube is finished as you know it. Don't worry, I'm setting someone up on Twitch. I'm going to be ready in 4 days. I'm going to start streaming. At least people then know they can go and find you. So, and as for promoting your channel, find out which ones work best for you. See where your best markets are, but I really think Twitter should be in your arsenal no matter what. And the rest, call them as you see them. Anything to add?
Yeah, well, I wanted to add also that the great way to promote, so to say, is Google search. Like, most of our external views come from Google search, which is surprising, not Twitter, considering that we spend a lot of time there. But why? It's because the way we are optimizing our videos also works within Google realms of optimizing the videos, right? So when somebody is looking for something not only on YouTube but also on Google search, then our videos come up because they're optimized the right way. And this is also something that you can do. And it's kind of like a passive view on your channel, so to say. Somebody who never heard about your channel, who's just looking for things that you're talking about on your videos, they search and you come up in that first page. That is amazing, bonus. It's like hitting it right on the dot. Yep. And if you can do that when you optimize your videos, it's definitely, because yes, for us, Google search is the biggest external source. Twitter, I think, is second right now. So yeah, that's something you can think about it as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. No, well said.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Me and Piano, you have a really great night. Love having you here. So you have a really great night. Just last question. Good way to start the merch for small channels. I live in the UK, so I need to go. Sorry. I will come for the start of tomorrow's live stream. Just a quick question, good way to start merch for Teespring. In short.
Oh, well, yes, Teespring is a... Yeah, do you want to...
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, Teespring is a great place to do. They do have a lot of tutorials there that you can check out. So choose your design, upload it, choose a couple of, apparel that you want to use for it, and try it out.
There's no risk into it. That's why. It will get you started. It takes all the work out of it for you. So that would be my advice to start. What's the next question?
No, we're just going through the chat.
I thought you were saving them. So, okay. No, I didn't want to cut off from... yeah, we're working like a real well-oiled machine tonight, guys. Just in time prepping. How are you? How are you? How are you? Good to see you. Okay, well, Brock, then the next one I think is Brock next. Then, oh, no. I don't want to miss anybody.
Gatorbite asked, what advice do you have for creators who are getting constantly discouraged by YouTube glitches?
That everybody on it's going the same, and no matter what size you are, everybody's going through it. It's not a very nice answer, but it's just the answer it is. It's just we got to tough it out and wait. You got to wait out the storm. Just keep being constant with your content and everything, and keep using Twitter to notify people or all these programs, and just keep working onto it. Juliet Miranda, thank you so much, by the way. Thanks, Standard. David's a tag master. Well, Xenia's I gotta say, because she is better. She is the tag person here by far. That is really her specialty. I do not have the patience for it that she has to research them and everything. So I got to give credit where credit is due. Yeah, and that one definitely falls on her. So.
Justin prepping. Hello.
Great to see you.
Bossy. Hello. Hi, crazy. Good to see you too. Patricia Sprinkles.
That's a good point, West Haven always and forever. YouTube has a lot to offer, but always has some issues, and that is just the way it is. And right now, more than usual, lots of things changing with it. Lots of things, server migration, all these things, implementation of the new studio, and all that. But once again, it's just one of those things we got to weather. It sounds like a patronizing answer, but really, we could debate for hours about what they've been doing wrong, how they've been setting it up and that, but in the end, it comes down to we don't have a contract. There's nothing guaranteed in here. There's nothing promised. And I know it, I'm deferring it to the big guys just to say, imagine how much they have riding on it and the frustration they must have. Like if you lose, say, with the glitches we were getting last week, and we figured the week before we were losing about 25 to 30% of our viewers, okay, on average. Imagine if your whole livelihood's based on that. It's terrifying. How long is this going to last? What do I do? How am I going to make up for this? It'd be like us at work, and the computer's accidentally taking 25-30% off our paycheck. And nobody to really call, like no payroll or nothing like that. You're kind of mostly out in the cold. So it's just one of those things, I guess, that sees how badly we want to be on here or not. It's not a fun way to look at it, but that's kind of the way they have it set up. So you'll get through it. You'll get through it. And sometimes just taking a bit of a break helps too. If the times are really bad in these glitches, sometimes walking away from it for a couple of days can really make a big difference. We did that last summer, and when we came back, our channel was doing better than it ever did. We had more energy. We were more into it. A different outlook, probably, So that is something to consider if it's going really bad. Maybe taking a couple of days off from it, and or trying something different. If you're doing more live streams, try doing more videos, or vice versa as well. If you find it's glitching for a week, it's been pretty bad. Go off and shoot some new videos while that's happening. Get them ready for when things get better. You can just pop on just to say hi to keep you appearing if you need to. We did that once in a while. We do quick half-hour live streams, stuff like that. Okay.
The next question was from Prankster Lock. What's the best way to get monetized besides repetitive advice of live streams, quality content, etc.? Like a program to help channels that's not well known. Collabs?
Yeah. Yeah, there's not many. You kind of name them off in there. So yeah, you're going into the collab side and
There's plenty of master classes there that you can join, and all of them cost money. There are some things that you can pick up free, and if you're willing to do legwork to watch those master classes, the ones that are free but from different people, and put it all in your head together yourself, you can do it. You can also go to Creative Live. That's one of the platforms that offer a lot of things to learn and help, like with advices and actual practical things. As for actual groups for that, TubeBuddy has their forum website that actually is really cool. You can just ask questions there. You can talk about YouTube and things like that. So that's one of the places. And also Facebook groups in general, and not maybe the ones per se where you just drop a link, which is good for exposure, but not so much for learning. But there are also groups for YouTube creators that people just talk with each other. That's also something. Or you can choose to buy a masterclass. All bigger YouTubers have these things available. They sometimes even work one-on-one with you, depending how much you pay. So that's something to look into if you want to spend some money on it.
Good evening, Bass Camel. How are you doing this evening? And it's me, Brian. Great to see you. Great to see you all in here. You know, we were just talking about glitches and that, because I've been keeping an eye, because like I can see it's kicking people there. I can see it happening, some of them. Channel that I follow here that had 96 people in his live stream, and within 2 minutes when I hit the refresh, he had dropped to 32, and he's halfway through stream. So, and I know, like Zane and I can both attest for this channel, he does not lose people during it. He's got a very, very dedicated audience. So there's, you were talking about frustrations a while ago, and that, imagine what he's thinking right now when he's doing that. You know, I'm putting in all this time in that, and YouTube is literally just throwing people out the window. So I thought that would follow up from a while ago.
Yeah.
Next question.
So Jaded Diva asked about the walkthrough, about the homepage.
Oh, yes. Jaded, are you still here? If Jaded's not here, we'll move and then come back, because I know Jaded kind of goes in and out. So
okay. While we're waiting for the answer, there was a question about shutting down of Google Plus. Yes, so as you have heard, Google Plus is shutting completely down in less than a month. You probably have already seen some effects. The biggest way it's going to affect YouTubers is YouTube app right now, because you can't really change your channel art and some of the features in your YouTube app because of that. That's temporary. They'll be solving that out. As for anything else, it doesn't really affect you within YouTube whatsoever. The only thing, if you had that G Plus page link in the About section, that's going to be gone. So that's probably the only thing outside of YouTube. Yes, download, back up all of your things that are there, any photos or videos that you're having on G Plus. It has nothing to do with drives, by the way. It has nothing to do with Google Photos or any other apps. It has solely only to do with G Plus as a social media platform, with everything that was in it. And that's it. Nothing else besides that is going to directly affect you. So if you don't use it, it really doesn't affect you that much. There's lots of hearsay going on. So if you want to really see what is going on, look at this link here, and it's definitely going to answer lots of questions for you about, does it affect me? And most of the time the answer is going to be no. This is right from the Google help about them shutting it down and how it affects people from now till April 2nd. So go and check that out.
MU Free Music's in the house, guys. As always, we are listening to MU Free Music exclusively on here, and it is great to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a really great night. I see Jaded's here. We'll go in just a second and take a look. Just my fish. Our contract in the terms and conditions we agreed to when joining, it's not our fault they keep changing those terms and conditions. The new rules are not what we signed up for. Yeah. But when you signed up for that, you just signed up to agree what the rules were at the time, and there is tons of clauses in there that they can change them at any time. They're not binding that way whatsoever. When you agreed to them, you agreed that pretty much they can do whatever they want, and it's going to go status quo. They're not going to do stuff evil for the simple reasons that any other company. Nobody wants to get branded as a bad name. But yeah, they're changing, and they have full legal right to do so. Don't worry. Millions of dollars was spent on lawyers to make sure every word was triple checked, that they can do so. Jelly Duck, how are you? All the way in Kuwait. How are you tonight, my friend? Great to see you. Great to see you. Jelly Duck 100. I love that we have somebody from Kuwait. I just think that's so cool. Alrighty, guys, let's take a look here. So Jaded Diva wanted to know about the homepage, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's take a look at that.
Prankster Lock, thank you.
It's nice to see you in here. Missed you, Prankster Lock. Really nice to see you. And I'm really happy about that collaboration, guys. That's really cool. Eileen, I can answer that one very quickly. How do you add? Oh, we got two of them. Bass Combo and Eileen's Video of the Fam. For us, it's going to be hard because I would have to open up a new window and capture it. But I guess you guys are knowing OBS already. How do you add MU free music? I asked MU. He sent us the MP3s. We have permission for it, and plus we always make sure we give him credit in the description and the link. And what we did instead was we downloaded the actual video so we'd have the graphic element as needed. And they're sitting there, and it's basically I brought it through a VLC plugin I installed because I like working with that one best in OBS. And it just leaks to a folder, and I have them set up in categories for different types of music that we need, and it's just linked to that. And I have two folders. One is called Wheel Music, one is called Ambient for myself. That's how I divide it up. And Basco says, how do you add, and Eileen says, how do you bring up the chat in OBS? It's just another window capture. You know, you do pop-out chat. Well, it's just popped out and then stretched the length of the screen over here in the corner. And I just linked to that. It's just another window, and I sized it up, and just like capturing a web page of any type, same thing. Alrighty, so let's take a look, guys. Here. Okay, so I guess he's asking about, Jade is asking about this one, right?
Yeah, how to set up homepage and including the uploads, yeah.
Okay. So first of all, we would make a playlist, and you're going to go to your playlist section. I like going through it this way, down through your video manager playlist, which of course will be gone soon, and hopefully they'll have something even better on the new one. But for the meantime, so you go under video manager playlist, you have all your playlists here. You can see. So let's see here. First thing, it's down to the bottom. I think that one, isn't it? I haven't. This is one of these things you don't edit very much. So here we go. Here's the one. Pusa Studio uploads. Okay. So right click, open a new tab. I do that because I like to keep everything open so I can go back. I just do that myself. So instead of clicking edit, if you want to go back and then edit another playlist, you got to go through the whole rigmarole. So I always just go over the button, right click, open link as new window, and then we have access to it. So there's our playlist. So we're gonna go over. Oh, this one's deleted, so I'll delete that. Remove from Pusa Studios uploads. You never want to have dead links in there, and we got to go back and check. Everybody does all the time. So we're going to click edit. Okay. We all know that YouTube comes with an uploads playlist, right? Everybody's seen them before, and they're usually it's one of the ones featured a lot of times on home pages. So what we want to do is make one that's going to replace that, that's going to do better in the algorithm, meaning more people will see it, meaning more people will view it. So here's how it works. Copy your chip. See here, we have it spelled the exact same way our channel name is. So to edit edit that playlist, otherwise you create a new playlist, but either way you would come here and you're going to hit the pencil and give it a title. So you're going to give it the title. For us, it's Pusa Studio, spelled the same way, capital, space, uploads with a capital U. So whatever your channel name is, you paste in your channel name the way it's spelled, space, uploads. Don't add anything else, just that. So that's done, and that's the first part to making that work. As with all playlists, like I'm always telling people, you see your pencil here for your title? Well, right underneath is another pencil for your description. Never leave your playlist without adding this into it. Click on this pencil, write in your description. Descriptive tag words the same as you would do for any other video or as you're using in your about section. This is once again those 200 characters that tells you, the algorithm, what this is about. And yes, it does recommend playlists, and yes, some people search for playlists. So it's the secret sauce on top of it that really makes it work.
Jaded says my screen doesn't look like this. Not sure which screen you're talking about. So which tab that you're clicking that doesn't look like that? Continue.
Oh, okay. No, I was just...
No, just commenting that it doesn't look like that.
No problem. So then you're going to go to your add videos. And your YouTube videos will all be here. So this is if you want to search for a video of somebody else's. Usually same here if you already have a link for somebody else's. But here we're only going to put our own videos. And you can literally click on one. And go all the way down where you keep going. But just to give you an example, you can go there. Click to here. Oh yeah, you can't multi-search in this one. That's right. Okay, never mind. You have to set... it's been a while, guys. We don't do it every day. So this is one of the ones that's a bit wonky. That's why I don't like doing a revisit. So you can click them all that way. Click, 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 click. And then when you're done, click add videos. But then you go to your playlist settings. So you want a public, of course, so that everybody can see it. Allow embedding. Yes, you are going to allow that. The order for this one here is always the date published newest, so meaning every time there's a newer video, that's the one that comes in. Auto add. Here's where you can add in the rules. So in this one, when you come in here, this will be blank, but you can click on add rule. And when you do, you're going to get this, and this part's going to be blank. And you're going to have a choice of either the title contains, description contains, or tag contains. We covered our bases here. We have Pusa in all of our tags, so we could have just done one and put tags, Pusa Studios. But instead, we wanted to make sure we had all of the different series in here. So we went with title contains, and here, living photo series. So that means all the videos that have living photo series are automatically dumped into here. Then we made another rule for Tube Life. And everyone that has a title with Tube Life gets dumped in here. And so on and so forth. We categorize our videos. We don't make random categories. Most of them all have to fit in with one of these unless we have to create a new one, which means then we would add a new rule. So here's the only one. This is tag, includes Pusa Studios. So this makes sure we have them from all the different categories. And then the bottom, this is where we covered it. So this one, what differs from here is this one's going to look in the tags for Pusa Studios. And that's to make sure we don't miss any like orphan video that we forgot to make an addition to or change the title back when. It will bring it in. What that means is all videos that the titles contain these words and the tags and also tags contain Pusa Studios. If it meets any of the criteria of any one of these, it's automatically going in the playlist. So that means once it's saved, it's automatically, you make a new video, as long as it falls into this criteria, it's going in. That's, and like I say, when you first start, you're going to be here, and you're going to click add rule, and this is going to pop up, and that's where you'll decide what you're going to go with, either a title, description, or a tag. Let's close that. And this here, you don't really need anything onto, because you don't want, just so everybody is going to ask what that is, that's if you want to allow people to add videos to the playlist, but this is yours, so you definitely do not want that. As a side note, just since we're here, and actually, I want to go into this one for a sec, just while we're there. Our journey, Pusa Studios, Tube Life Season 2. There we go. We've talked about series before. YouTube really likes series. If they make sense, you notice we have like Tube Life Season 2, episode, not. So the difference with that kind of a playlist versus the other ones that we put out is that it's a series, and this does help get noticed for YouTube more. But the way it works is when we go under playlist settings on this one. Oh, I thought we had clicked it for this one.
Probably unclicked by YouTube. It happens all the time.
There you go. All right, so there you guys, you get to see it going in action. So as you see, I just click set as official series for the playlist. What that means is because we do this series and it goes in order, and series like it's basically you're following the order of a TV series. So there's a continuation with each one of them. By checking that, this officially tells YouTube that you have a series here, and it will recommend more to watch them in order as they appear. So this gets you points with YouTube because it likes series, because if series usually means things are timed, calculated, audiences know to check in and watch things. So I'm going to hit save. The only thing is, once you do this, you can't use any of these videos in another series playlist. You can use them in other playlists, but you can't. Video upload to a different channel cannot be. Oh, well, I'll figure that. It's glitching out. I'll fix that after we're done. We're not going to play with that on here, but that's YouTube. You were talking about glitches.
Yep.
There's a shining example of one right there. But in the end, if you do have something you do in series, it's continuing each week or each month or each day, and you're following that order, you can make a series playlist, and that is valued by YouTube. Just make sure it fits the proper parameters for it to make sense. When you put your chat in on OBS, do you have to re-enter it each time? What I do is I open it up. I'm jumping ahead, but I'll answer that one quickly. What you do with that one is I have the window size spaced out already. But yes, every time I go in, you're going to give a new link, because every time I pop out the chat, and of course it has a new address to it. So you just got to go and select it from the list of available windows open that you can display. Because each time you got to remember it's the same as the page itself. It has a different address, so it's not going to line up from the last time, so you can't make it a stagnant one. I could do it, for instance, with Puša Studios if I wanted for Social Blade, because that would stay constant. But something like that, no, it changes each time. So let's see, we're back here now. So we've done our upload one that we talked about a while ago. Now we want to go to our... look, I had one open already, didn't I? Got so many windows open to show this. So you got your playlist made. Hey there, Bits of Real Panther. How are you? Good to see you. Really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. I got so many freaking windows open. Let's see. So, guys, when you're ready, you would go to Customize Channel. And this is where you're going to make the customizations on the playlists that you're going to add to your homepage. Now, when you come in here at first, you're not going to have all these. You're usually just going to have the uploads or the recent. And that's what the ones you're going to want to get rid of right away. And all you're going to do is when you would see it, say this was we'll take the first lengthways one. Say this was it. Say this was just the generic uploads one. You would go to the pencil and you would just hit the trash can, and that's going to get rid of it. And then you should be clear here. And then you're free to start adding new playlists. Now we have them full right now. I really recommend everybody you have it full. So when you get in, you're going to see this, add a selection. You're going to start from there, and you're going to go to content, and you're going to go right down to single playlist. And then we're going to choose a playlist. You want it from my playlist. You want it from yours, or if you were to enter a URL. Please do not, unless it's a temporary thing, maybe for a promotion or something like that, don't feature other people's work on your homepage. I don't remember the last time I walked into a McDonald's to see all of Wendy's and Burger King's menus sitting there in front of me. This is where you show you off to everybody. It's great to help your friends. You can have a playlist of them, but avoid it on your homepage. That's for you. That's where people are going to see and learn about what you do. Instead of them maybe finding that and like, oh, that one looks cool, and they leave your page and don't come back. So once that is done, now you're going to find your playlist. Scroll up a bit, and these are all your playlists. And you're just going to go down and find the one that you want. So that's a train one. Well, since we're Tech Talk Tuesday, we're just going to add one right now. I'll change this back again after, but say we take Tech Talk Tuesday, and it appears. And there's your playlist. And if you want it vertically, you change it here. And there you go. So we can pick it vertically, horizontally. That's what all it gives you options to do. You hit done, and there's your playlist. I'll set up for you. I'll do one more just because I know people will be asking if we went too fast. So starting off, you'll click add selection, select content, single playlist. we'll keep this one horizontal this time. My playlist is where we want to see it, so all I have to do is go to find playlist and pick the playlist that we want to feature. So let's take coming at you live streams. There we go. Hit done. And there, it's as simple as that. And then you just got to do that 8 times and your whole page is filled up with your work. And it just gives that clean look. And once again, when you add those descriptions to your playlist, because sometimes people say that, well, I did it and I don't see them. You won't see it in your playlist section. You only see it once you come out here. This is where they'll appear. But this is where they pay off the most. It gives that look. It's that magazine, that slick look to it. So, anything else on?
Well, I'd say it's a great way, and we're definitely gonna put the timestamp on this one. And again, because this is one of the most asked questions, probably is about the homepage setup, and it definitely helps. People I've seen in the chat as well was saying about that, and we always get that it has boosted the views and watch time because people know what they're looking at. You know, it's a great like a menu cover.
Yes, exactly.
You know.
And it did really well. And actually, we had a glitch with it and had to delete the original uploads one and make a new one. Same thing, same principle. So the numbers are already flying up again onto it. So it just shows the power of it. It really is everybody that's used it so far has had nothing but great response with it. So that's the telltale sign that it's definitely worth doing. And it's just your channel name, space, uploads, and put in a good description. Have all those videos automatically add in those the rules, and it's as simple as that. And you're off to the races. It will automatically then keep updating. If you're not sure to do that, you can add one like if your channel name is in your tag in every one of your videos, you can set it. If you're nervous about adding a bunch of tags rules, you're not used to it yet. As long as you then take the common thing that's in all of your videos, which is then in your tags most likely, says your channel name. Have it go to tags and then your channel name written the exact way it should be, and it's just going to keep it's going to do all the work for you. Every time you put a new video, that tag's in there, it'll throw it into the uploads folder. So
yeah, and it saves time that way too, and you don't have to, you just click, you know, sometimes you can just check it, but it really saves time for sure. That's something to do.
Yeah, because you know it's normal if you're doing it manually, you're going to be forgetting and wanting, you know, going back, and then it'll be like a month, like, oh god, I forgot to add these last 9 videos in there or whatever. Just have it do the work for you.
VidIQ offers a great way of auditing your channel. What it does, it basically shows you what are you missing. So if you have any videos that are not added to playlists, if you have videos without cards or things like that, it's gonna actually show you that. So if you have like more free time at one of those days, just go through and make sure that you have all of those things done, including added to playlists, and that's something you can use for it to save time as well. So now JD Diva says, I get it. Well, we're glad to help you. Hope it works out for you.
Yes, I hope
we
so.
love JD Diva, one of our past guests as well.
That's awesome, and I'm glad you asked, and it was nice to actually break it down a bit. I hope it worked out okay for you guys. And if you have any questions, just let us know if we missed something. Sorry, I missed a lot of the stream. Someone swiped both my cars out from...
Oh my God. Sam's World, that is awful.
Oh.
Somebody made hit and run on Sam's World's both cars. Oh. Yeah.
Jeez.
Call the cops at all, I can tell you. That's really is awful though. Why would somebody do that?
If they sideswipe 2 cars, you kind of get what kind of people you're already dealing with, unfortunately. I'm really sorry to hear that, though. That's awful.
Yeah, it is terrible. Sorry to hear that.
Sparky, you gotta, if you have a video you did 2 years ago, how would you re-upload it? Post it a second time on YouTube. I tried it, it comes up duplicate video, and then one. That's because you got to get rid of the first one, or heavily edit it to shorten it down and take clips out of it and make a bunch of changes. But yeah, otherwise you got to take down the first one to get.
You can actually get a strike if you keep doing that, and actually does post.
Yeah. And
it runs as a duplication. It can demonetize you. It can get a strike against you, and all of those things. So. Do what Andrew said. Do what he said.
No, that's right. I was going to get that, but she's absolutely right. It can get you a community strike. So definitely. And duplication is one they're pushing really hard. So, and duplication doesn't just mean re-uploading the same video, just so everybody knows. Repetitive subject and nothing changing. A lot of the channels that would show the same image for a long time or the same looped video, all those things fall under duplication. River Bend Longbow is outdoors. How are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Off subject, but are you going to film any more freelance videos, Andrew? Some. I mean, I'm still doing customers. That's a slow time of year, but I haven't been out much this winter. It's been a really brutally cold winter. It was not good for filming, being outside and stuff like that. So, but we'll get back into it though.
Boom! Farmal Fanatic
Farmal,
in the house.
how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing tonight?
Organic gardening. Dave is in as well.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Each and all of you guys is nice to see you. Trophy Dad, love you guys. I love you guys. How much for you guys to administrate my channel? Oh God. Can we hire you to administrate ours for us? That would be better help right now.
Yeah. That would be something.
Yeah.
I actually like doing that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you could get paid doing that, but I like doing that. Stick around. We do have 2 things to tell you guys in case you didn't know, kind of section of YouTube. One of which we shared yesterday, and it's all thanks to you guys. We learned from you too. And the other one I just picked up on yesterday as well. So that's something that maybe you don't know yet. So stick around. I'll share with you in a little bit of time as well.
Gary Foster, thank you so much. At 3B Productions Co., you've come to the right place. Pusa Studios is a great place to come for education, development, and growth. You make us look so good. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Thanks, Farmal, and I hope you're having a really good night, buddy. It's always great to see you. We've been doing live for horde trivia and giveaways, and it seems my channel... Well, that's good. That's good. That's what you want. You know? It's good to find... it's good to find something that works for you. Like, you know, and not just leave it to the... You know, oh, I put my work up and go. It's really good when you can find a series or something like that that people can count on to. They know when to watch it. They know when you're going to be on. It's funny because YouTube started off as being like the anti-television. No schedule, no rules, do as you will, go wild. But really with the advent of Netflix and everything else and that, and YouTube's huge want to cut into that market, it is rewarding on ideas like that, like on series, planned events that your viewers can count on to. Because that's good for advertising dollars, because they'll say, okay, well, there's a certain number of people usually go to this place at this time, every time at this time. So this will become more of a lucrative place to put advertising. And they get, by what you're doing on there, because it's repetitive in a good way, they can actually plan out advertising more geared to what should be there. And they cherish you more for it. So there's definitely... Oh, well, and that's awesome. That's really good. Very well done. Very nice. Good. Keep up the great work. Hey, and we're all learning from each other. And nice to have you in here. Welcome. There you go. There's your wrench.
Yang Homestead, hello, and never too late.
Yes, good to see you, Yang. How are you? Nice to see you tonight. Give you your wrench as well. It's great to see you in.
Good Cemetery has gone bad. Welcome back. And high life for today. Almost neighbors. Oh, interesting. Well, you never know. You never know. A request for new music. Yeah, that's a question for MU. MU, if you're still there, you have a question for requests for new music. Okay, so we have still questions here. Artful Yours with Diana asked, do you consider Etsy shop a merch too, or is it something else? Well, you can utilize any kind of websites as your merch. I mean, it's just you know, there are specialized websites that does that, like Teespring, for example, or Spreadshirt. But you can do your own and sell them on your website, or do it on Etsy or on Amazon or wherever you want to have it. it doesn't really matter that in that way. The Teespring, and why we went with it after a huge consideration, is because after a while, when you do get to 10K, they actually do have a merch shelf underneath your video and a merch carousel now as well on mobile view that lets people purchase merch directly from your videos without leaving YouTube, and you get extra income from that as well. So that's something that they have implemented within YouTube, and therefore lots of people have like jumped on Teespring wagon, so to say. But really, you don't have to use Teespring. You can use Etsy too, and why not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, if it's selling and you're doing well with it, that's all that matters. And that's the biggest thing. Sparky wrote, if you love Pusa Studios, do a shout out video and tell all your followers to come and join you here. Fun, and learning something too. Let's help get them to 10K.
Oh, thank you.
That you just made my night, Sparky. Thank you so much. You don't have to do, but that really is awesome. I mean that. Thank you so much. Wow, you put a big smile on my face. I appreciate that.
Oh wow, yeah. I asked Stamps World that broke off the mirror. My God, and $500 deductible. Yeah.
So freaking unfair. So unfair. No, it could have been worse, but you know what? That is bad. I mean, that's money out of your pocket for somebody else's stupidity. That's the sad part of all of it. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yes, my God.
I hope there's somebody had a camera somewhere around or something, but he picked up something that sees it. And I'm just that's awful.
The Art of Freedom, Mickey XO, hello.
Welcome. Great to see you in here. Nice to see you. And It's a Real Panther, because he said upstairs he just got out of the shower when he got the notifications. He goes, I feel a bit underdressed that you're watching you guys with just a towel. So I'm glad you're not calling out for selfies today, Andrew. Oh, we're still calling them out. It's up to you, It's a Real Panther.
Yeah, we have had different types of selfies. I remember.
That's right. MU playing in the background, guys. Gotta love MU free music. How you doing tonight, Mickey? Great to see you. Had lots of fun in the panel, by the way, the other night. That was a lot of fun. Chugging back that ginger ale like it was nobody's business. Old Car Auto Guy. I gave a shot. Oh, thank you, Old Car Auto Guy. If you guys ever do, like, please tell it, like, send us a message in Twitter or something like that so we can see it. We definitely want to. We even have a playlist that we add all those to, so please let us know. No porch cam. I'm gonna keep. You really got a great attitude through it. I mean, it's just too bad it happened. Hate seeing good things happen to bad things happen to good people. Yeah, pretty much Sparky in a way. What did I just? I swear to God, I can't read anymore. I'm just going illiterate by the moment. Like, God.
No, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, oh, I'm letting out all my Mickey's secrets. She was chugging back. We were hanging out and Strung Out Outdoors. We had a fantastic time. Well, Strung Out Outdoors, and then we were at WTF Mike's, but Strung Out Outdoors was the original host, and I still consider the host in conjunction with WTF Mike. And we had a good, fun time that night. We drank, and everybody was joking around, and it was crazy. And Mickey, well, she just went wild. She was choking back ginger ale, and she had frosted mini wheat chasers. So I'm just glad she didn't have to drive home when that evening was done. So, and yeah, she's from Texas. She's from Texas. That was a lot of fun, though. We had a good time. Yeah, it was. It was Sparty. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Great Grandma's Greenhouse, how are you? Good to see you. Spilling my business plus my strip. That's right. Forgot to get it.
Yes, that's true.
That's right. We couldn't see because she didn't have it on. She threw off the shirt.
Didn't have it on.
She threw off the shirt and went over the camera, so we couldn't see anything. But I heard it. Oh, there you go. It's going down again Saturday. I've got your fix. There you go, guys. Right from the source. Strung Out Outdoors. There you go. Still got a couple of beer left in the fridge. You never know. You never know. Actually, I think this weekend we're booked, but the weekend after, though.
Yeah.
Not on YouTube, but off YouTube stuff. Not used to having plans where we actually get to go out with other people that are real. So, got to cling to that one. But yeah, we'll definitely be back again. We had a great time. Thanks you once again, Strung Out Outdoors, for having us, and the WTF Mike as well. Alrighty, hun. What's the next question?
West Haven always and forever asked about how do I get thumbnails and banners.
Well, if you're asking the question, go Canva. I mean, there's other programs that do it. Canva's in the description. It's the best place to start. I really do believe that. And I mean, a lot of professionals are using it as well. Xenia and I use Photoshop, but she prefers to do most of those in Canva straight out.
Yeah, and a good thing about Canva, and you can use any photo editing app, any photo editing software. What I like about Canva is that it is already pre-sized for whatever you are making. So if it's a banner, it's already going to be the size that you need. If it's a thumbnail, it's already going to be the size that you need. So you don't have to worry about that. It already has free templates that you can use. So if you're not familiar with things of design, you can just adjust it according to your channel and forget about it, so to say. You can go deeper if you want to, but you don't have to, and that's why the level of skill, so to say, that you can apply within it. That's why we love it so much. We have used it like for I don't know, since almost 6 years now, so almost since it started. So that's something. But yeah, I know people have used Gimpy and other things like that as apps.
Same role, yes. As I use Photoshop, I use GIMP.
Yeah. So definitely, but that's specifically why Canva, I think, is very, very easy to use, and then there's no problems of things not fitting and things like that.
A lot of people just starting out, you'll see that in banners. It's a very common thing. You can see the displacement of, because it's hard. You don't understand it. I mean, it's like, okay, well, that's a rectangle. Rectangle should fit in there, and it's just the logic way our brain works. That's why I like recommending a program like that for beginners, because it's already set out, as Xenia said. Their artwork then tends to fit better. It makes the banners look more professional, which kind of gets them out of the gate a little better. So, or thumbnails. And
remember, when you put the banner on there, it looks differently on different devices. So sometimes I get the message, "Oh, it cuts off anyway." Well, you're only gonna see as much as your device allows, right? So if you're creating it on the phone, you're only going to see what phone sees. So you're going to create it bigger in the template in Canva, for example. But once you upload, you're only going to see the size it shows on the phones, because it shows it different on the phone, on a tablet, on a desktop, and on TV. And if you want to have it properly done, you're going to download a template which actually shows you where to place what in order for it to be seen on different sizes of desktop. So don't be surprised if you create it in a full size, but you are watching it in anything less than TV, you are going to see it differently than what you originally created.
That's why usually I do mine just about the side of the banner and cover it in black on top. And
yeah, that's also the way to do it.
That's kind of a cheater's way to do it. So that's I want to say hi to the Good Cell Life. How are you doing tonight? Great to see you. Really nice to have you in. Somebody from way back. It's always a pleasure to run into. And Mr. Kaplan, how are you? Great to see you as well, and thank you so much. It's great to see you too, and hope you're having a great day. Oh my God, SpyTube is in here. How are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Where are we at, hun?
Gilskill's in the house.
Psst. Psst. Gilskills. How are you? Actually do the opposite. Tweet it out, guys. Shout it from the mountains, all that stuff. Good God. Don't listen to me. We're doing good, the Good Soul. We're really doing good. It's nice to see you. It really is. It's always such a pleasure to have you in here. Much love to you, Mary Jane, as well. Great to see you. Alexandria, how are you? Great to see you. All kinds of great channels in here. All right, hon. Let's do it.
So there were different types of questions from in the Discord as well, which is awesome, guys, and you should definitely do that. And I'll kind of address part of it, because the other part is a bit bigger questions that we kind of gotta look into it about the kids, YouTube and things like that. So let's talk about sponsorships and questions about that, since we did touch about being monetized without having that 1,000, 4,000 as well. So affiliates and sponsorships, what is the difference? The question was.
Oh, sorry. I was answering stuff in the chat because I thought you said you were going to address it, so I just said I'll.
No, I can address it. So the difference between affiliate and the sponsorship. So affiliate, you can sign up for affiliation with basically any kind of company that is open for affiliates. Usually they have down at the bottom of the website clickable link that says affiliates or contact us. You can apply, and if they accept you, you get a certain percentage of the sale that's done through the link that you receive. So if somebody
think Amazon, think all those programs like that, those would all fall under affiliates, and usually they're not as stringent because that will tie into it too, as you're going to need for sponsorship. But think the Amazon ones and all them are good examples.
And for example, lots of people know, but you can have your affiliate links with Walmart. You can have it with Target. You can have with like big block stores like that as well, not just the online versions.
And your niches as well. There is going to be like chains of stores that will definitely do that with you, that are specific, whether you're a mechanic or model trains or gardening or whatever. There are some like the specialty stores that sometimes can work that out with you as well. So.
Definitely. And now sponsorships is something completely different. Sponsorship is a dedicated, usually either campaign that you pitch to the company, or they pay you to do something, or they give you stuff for free to review it. And that would be more of a sponsorship. So the difference is that...
Sorry, Bits of Real Panther. Oh my God. My affiliate is through Ashley Madison. Kind of weird. Sorry. Oh, she's stern teacher now. Okay, I'll be good.
Yeah, I wanted to know the explanation.
Ashley Madison?
Yeah.
Ashley Madison's a web... I suppose now it's kind of... It was big a couple years ago. It's a site where people go to have affairs.
Oh,
that's why. Sorry, yeah. Okay, I guess, yeah, a lot of people don't know it. That's why it hit, yeah. Ashley Madison is a site that's dedicated to helping married people cheat on their significant others. So
you see, I never looked for it, so I don't know what is it.
It's a way more than a dating site above and beyond. It's not...
Funny, Andrew knows what is it.
That's right, yes. Proud members.
Yeah, so it can be anything. Well, let's say your channel is a dating tip channel, then maybe you would want to have affiliation with that. Who knows? It depends what your channel is about.
Yep.
It can be anything from very specific to something very broad, like, for example, we said Walmart or Target or things like, or Best Buy. That's very popular as well. So sponsorships would be something that you make for the company. Usually either you pitch it and then they accept it and they give a certain amount of money for it, or they pay you for placement of their product, for example, and things like that. It's more individual relationship than the affiliate link. Affiliate link, usually all they have to do is just basically verify that it's you and accept you, and then you can use it. Sponsorships involves a little bit more a relationship with the company. So that's something. What would be expected concerning the affiliate links and sponsorship? You can include affiliate links of Amazon, and that was some of the questions that started after the updates about YouTube, about the third-party links that you can and cannot place in your description. You can use affiliate links in your description, just you have to be officially verified. So you can't just out of the blue put Amazon links to the gear, let's say, if you're not Amazon affiliate, because Amazon has a deal with YouTube that they verify you, and therefore you can do it, and you can only share your affiliation links or any links with Amazon in description only if you are officially affiliated with them. So if you're not, don't do that. That can break the guidelines, and you can receive strikes for that as well. So that's something. That's also, if you're including the links, include links to the products that are pertaining to your video. So if there's something that you're not using, that you're not talking about, don't just list them all there just because that's also now considered a spam. You can place them in the Amazon store, which is a little bit different thing than affiliation. It's an Amazon influencer store. Basically what it does, it gives you option of making your own storefront and adding all of those equipment, gear, and all of that under one link, and then share that very easily and much more in a better way in your description. That's what we have done as well. So you can check that out.
Yes, Gatorbyte, links for recipes would be fine. I mean, you're not endorsing a recipe book. That would be the only difference. If it's just to a page, you shouldn't have any trouble with that. It's a product for sale. Once the product is for sale, that's where that has a monetary value onto it. That's where these things kick in.
Do I need to announce paid product placement on YouTube for mentioning my Teespring gift shop, or only when I have affiliate links and a sponsorship? You definitely have to disclose, and that's according to FTA guidelines, I think, in the United States, I think in UK and in Canada as well. You have to not only say it in the description of the video that's something you are being paid for, but also in words in the video. So that's definitely, you got to say either it's complimentary. If it's given you for free for review, then you have to say it, that I have received it from such and such for free for reviews. Stated. And and as well as in description, you definitely need to say if your video is sponsored, you have to disclose it on YouTube. There's a special in advance section checkbox that you check out. Your video still can be monetized, by the way, if you do it, so don't worry about that. And as regards to your link to your website, well, Teespring, once again, like we said before, is associated with YouTube. It's all under the same umbrella, and it's your channel, so it's a little bit different story there. No, you don't have to.
That's the exception of the rule into it, basically, is for that, because like Xenia said, you're pre-certified by them. There's an agreement between YouTube, and it's a product that, yes, it's Teespring, but it's your product through them. That's right. Okay, so.
What you have to be careful with is your things that you are selling from your website.
That's a whole. That's why exactly. That's not verified. So
and then just to mention, and then we mentioned that at the very beginning, at the channel advanced section, if you decide to sell anything from the website, like workshops, lots or anything like that, you have to verify a website first. And you do that in your channel advanced section in your Creator Academy, and only then you can post those links in your description.
Yep. And that's why I said anything of monetary value that you post, and Teesprings would be the exception to it, but everything else has to go through that channel. So
YouTube, and I'll find the link, has actually around 150 or more websites that are verified by them that doesn't need this. So if you use any of those, it kind of goes under Teespring rule, we'll call them. Anything beyond that, you have to research and definitely verify it before you do.
Mudnut, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. Okay, next one.
Okay, I think there was affiliate links. Is it true? Is it true that Amazon only accepts YouTubers with 500 subs for affiliate program? No. You can. The only requirement, it has to be active, so you have to gain some kind of revenue within 90 days. Otherwise, it threatens you to cancel it. So that's one of the things. Just My Fish was saying you can get private sponsorship. You don't need watch time hours. Most of them accept 3K subscribers. If you go through website like Fitbit and things like that, you can apply for sponsorships even if you don't have the hours and stuff like that. And you can also reach out to companies, which was one of the questions I was going to ask you. And that was one of the questions on Discord, is how to reach out to companies if you want them to help you or sponsor something, since you worked at Jam.
When you reach out, the one thing is, and this is, I can, like, working for a distribution company and a big one, I mean, you are like the manufacturer. No, everybody hates when the first thing on the line is, hey, I got something and I would like to get this for free. That's a really bad way to open off. You might think, well, hey, I'm giving them some coverage, so it's right away they should jump for this because they're going to get it for free. It is a lot of hassle sometimes for especially certain places, to get that product to you. So don't start off with that. Start off by saying what you do. Don't go too long-winded. Just open up. Hi, whoever it may concern, and then go right into, I'm a channel that does such and such. I've been going for, such a time. I do this. We focus on such and such of things. And if you have a target audience, really push that. I have a steady audience, even if it's only 50 or 100, like, see your video, that's the consistency always impresses people. You have a better chance with that. So if you're starting off small, just make sure to focus that you do get a consistent audience for almost everything with growth, and that they're a very loyal audience, and you've noticed this product, you would be really interested in showing it to your followers. Is there any way that I could get some material on it, or perhaps even the product itself for review? Is there a possibility? And then, leave it open in case it's a discount, in case it's like they might send it to you, but you have to return it under your build. And some of them will send it to you just as is. It depends what the product, how much it is, the availability of it. So don't go pushing for, hey, I'm a channel, so you got to throw something free. Come on, let's do this. Hey, I'm giving you my channel. Let's get the free stuff running. And channels do it. Companies do it. But don't go accepting out of the gate, because a lot of times it's looked at and thought, yep, somebody wants something for free. In the trash it goes. So that is, and I've heard that coming up a lot. And actually, I'm glad you asked me that, because that's something I've wanted to address for a while. Mm-hmm. That is a really, imagine if you had a store and especially a bigger place, because you got to realize, you say, oh, well, I like your frying pan. I love your frying pan. I'd love to show it to you. And it's not an expensive frying. We'll say $20. Well, still, to go through the distributor, you got to go through all the paperwork to get that taken out of the system, sent on whatever terms it is, and sent to you. It's a problem. It's never easy. It sounds easy because you're like, hey, it's just a frying pan. That's the big deal. But to them, that can be as much sometimes as 30 minutes to an hour's worth of work, getting it out of the system, getting it shipped, because they're not set up for that. They're mostly shipping to dedicated places where addresses are already sent. They're shipping in larger systems. So this one will probably have to go through like a mail room or something like that, so it doesn't put burden on the warehouse. And I've done it lots where I just, it's too much work. I just can't deal with it right now. So just remember that. Don't ask for stuff for free. Respect their time. And be open to whatever options they give you. Just don't ask for it for free right off the bat. And if they want to, they'll most likely send it to you for free a lot of times. I don't know what else really to add to it. It's just, that was a very good point. I'm glad that came up, because
Just My Fish says, I went directly to manufacturer that makes my fish food. They agreed to sponsor me.
Perfect.
I will not get paid any cash until I have 3K at the moment, but they give free fish food, which is great.
Hey, that's money awesome. In your pocket.
Exactly.
You're not buying the fish food anymore. That's awesome. Things do happen. You do get stuff for free. The ones on Amazon that have appreciated me wish to have one purchase this product with PayPal refund. The ones on Amazon that have approached me wish to have one purchase.
Yes, don't do that. Yeah,
that's not good.
Because you don't want to be scammed. There's lots of that, unfortunately.
And that's the other side of it. That's the ones that you got to really watch out for, because there's a lot of shadiness going on there, and we've had people in here, Tom, being burnt and that as well. So.
Yeah,
that's right, Mickey. Reach out. Don't wait for sponsorship. Exactly. And that's good too, because you kind of get out there, you get a feel of it, and get used to hearing no. Get used to not getting back replies. Don't get all down in the dumps because, well, I sent them an email and it's been 5 days. That's why you got to send a bunch of emails. You got to sit down and just hit a bunch of places and see which ones work out. A side note, that's what we do with interviews.
Yep.
You think everybody we send one to writes back and says, oh my God, yeah, Pusa Tuesdays, I got to be on there. I mean, there's lots that come back with nothing. We're cold calling a lot of them. We find them. We have some channels coming up that Xenia and I have found. And hey, John, check this channel out. We like it. We agree onto it. It goes on a list. We have an Excel sheet with the interview schedule and the potentials. And we send her tons of them. And she has the dates by them, like, when we sent the last email. And some of them are a long time ago. No response. We'll send one follow-up later on. We don't want to hound them. But you can't keep hounding them with them. You got to accept there will be people not interested. People that just miss it and they can't be bothered. And it's nothing you've done wrong. But every time you do this, you will get better and better and better at pitching things. And that's as much a life lesson as anything else. We are like a small business in here, and the more you go into doing things like this, the more you're becoming a small business owner. Gil Skills, Pepsi has yet to send me a pallet. We're going to have to do that. Hashtag Pepsi for Gil. There you go.
How would everyone manage a promotion of a product that after you use is not great? Well, that would be the best way, is to have your honest opinion and disclose about that in the review. You don't have to like it would be even best not to lie and say it's great if it's not. You say that this is my honest review and opinion. Yes, it was provided, let's say, for free from such and such company, but I want to give the best review, so I give my honest opinion on that. And that gives more respect from the reviewers and from the companies that want to approach you as well.
It's a bigger name now. We talked about him last week, but that's when I remember they were saying that with Linus Tech Tips. They asked him, like, do you take money for doing it? And he's like, no, because if we get caught, it's illegal and all that stuff. And he said, it's funny, over time we've done enough reviews, people have become to respect us enough. He said that even a product we get that we don't give a favorable review for still tends to get a little bump in sales for some ungodly reason, which he can't figure out, but does happen. Don't turn it into a bashing video, because remember, if you do a bashing video, the next potential person you're asking if they want to send you something to review sees what you've done, and they see you throwing something in the garbage and saying what a piece of junk it was. They ain't too excited to send something over your way. So be diplomatic about it is key. Say the faults with it. Try to find something, the old compliment sandwich, something positive, something needs to be worked on too, and then something good and get in the end of it. Try to balance it out. Once again, don't lie. You don't want to sell your credibility. Just keep it fair. We do that with people when we meet, like we find the goods and the bad. We try to find a way to work it out to keep things working civilly. Same you do with your reviews.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everything can be done respectfully, and it would get really suspicious if after a month of somebody doing reviews, all of them would be just great.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
it's all falling apart in your hand. Look at it, and it even comes in pieces, which is really cool. Was it on Benny Hill about the garbage disposal?
Yeah,
guaranteed for 1 year or double your garbage back. Like that kind of a statement to everything. You can't put lipstick on a pig either. That's the other part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Be truthful, but be fair, and be just keep your civility. That's a hard word.
Yeah, like Sam's World says, I'm nice about it, but I say I wish they did this or would improve on that. To be polite and honest. Exactly. Jim Apple,
yes.
Hello.
You see me typing it in. You had to say hi first. You had to say hi first because it's Jim Apple.
I couldn't see it. And Purple Paisley Planner.
Hey, how are you?
And there's somebody else that
Hamilton Family Vlogs.
You might want to say hello before I say.
Oh, that doesn't put me on the spot now. Hike with Mike is in here. It's really great to see you. Great to see you. Dustin Lungo Show.
I use special effects for that.
Sweet Sounds ASMR. Sticky Buds?
Yes.
He's been in here for the last 20 minutes. I've been talking about.
I wanted you to say that.
Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds.
There.
Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds. Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds.
Hamilton Family Vlogs, hello. If you've never done a sponsorship, a piece of advice is you review something you would use in your daily life. I've turned down several items from companies that wouldn't normally use.
That's right.
Yeah, well, if it doesn't make sense for your channel, it's probably not the best thing to do. Like, I don't know if Farmal Fanatic could review newest mascara, for example.
Could you imagine him on the track? I get to see it now. Boom, it's on. Boom, we got it on.
Or a beauty queen would be reviewing a transmission in the car or something like that,
I so picture that with the straw, the hat. Oh my God, I can see it right now. That would be so funny.
Or try to put it on the farm animals running after a pig or chicken. I just want to try out this mascara.
You're all over the place now.
Well, so
Go Whip Dad, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. I had to pop in for my weekly tech talk fix. I love that.
Yeah, you're right on time. We replaced Farmal Fanatic with mascara review.
You're my saving grace.
And all popular Mr. Dutchy Dutch.
Hey, what's going on? And Philip Cockram is in the house. She was talking about me, Andrew. Philip.
I don't know. I talked about chickens and pigs, so I don't know. Mr. Dutchy Dutch, any insights from the Creator Insider?
How you doing,
Ken
Philip?
Here as well.
Oh, there we are. Hey, we're his favorite Canadians.
Yeah.
His favorite Canucks, that's right.
Toytastic Gold player views, hello as well.
It's good to see you, Philip. I hope you're having a great night. I seen your message. We've been kind of had a weird week here. Everybody was sick and all this stuff. I know I mentioned that and followed over, but it's always Philip Cockram, guys, has been with us since the very, very beginning, and I always like to give them a little extra push because they gave us the push when there was just them there to push us. So that's how it works.
The beautiful channel name Lavender Sunday is in.
Don't whip Dad. I'm not watching Farm. I'll put on makeup, and you can't make me.
But that would be something.
That would freak us right out.
Interesting enough, Farmal is not in here, so this will be something
I know.
refer to.
That
I thought, yeah, that will be interesting.
Oh, he would have such a laugh at it too. I could just hear him laughing even at it. Yeah.
A sound bite for that one.
Yeah.
Just living. Hello, welcome back.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. She would enjoy that. I don't know if you heard. We were talking about sponsorships by the wrong people, and it was Xenia had Farmall putting on mascara. So if you want to picture that one.
The early kitten, no, it doesn't. Your question about YouTube Kids in general needs a little bit more information on my side to provide you with the answer. And as you've seen, even the Niman brothers weren't able to answer you when you tagged us. So I will try to get to the answer. No to this question. It's not going to disqualify. As for the rest of questions about YouTube Kids, I will have to get back to you.
There we go. I can't believe you had talked me into this, and then I actually show it now. But there, guys.
I don't know why you're showing it.
If you're talking about mascara, there you go. That was the. And
is it right? This is like a real bad moment there.
Because it was paused from the last time. That's Isn't that just sexy?
Yeah, that was our Halloween mukbang, guys, with a candy cam as well.
Hold on. Simply Shannon. And then she's got to get the other echo. Simply Shannon. There we go. How are you, Simply Shannon? Good to see you. Good to see you. Nice to see each and every one of you. Oh, and Just Living's in here, by the way, guys, because we're here helping channels out tonight. Just Living, Paula, has recently found out that there's a person exists in this world called Ron Jeremy. Now, she was quite shocked. So if you have anything you'd like to say about Ron Jeremy, please make sure to do it at Just Living. And she's going to take in all those comments. She's always very interested. So feel free to say what you want. Keep it clean. But yeah, let's just keep filling her in on about Ron Jeremy. She was talking when I brought it up the other day. We did the show. She's like, I can't believe. She goes, when I get really embarrassed, my ears turn red.
And what was that? Well, that was our mukbang Halloween dress-up show. You can check it out somewhere in the archives of Push Studios videos.
Well, yeah, he Just Living, exactly. A female Ron Jeremy. I just like bringing the Ron Jeremy up because I thought that was the funniest thing that morning. I never laughed. I swear to God, Xenia heard me from the kitchen. I was roaring.
And now, especially for you, Juliet Miranda says David had Easter dinner with Ron Jeremy.
Well, there's a fact.
Just Living.
There you go.
Just talking about him this morning.
It always comes up in conversation. It's pretty hard to have a conversation without Ron Jeremy. How you doing, Moto Matt Man, by the way?
Guys, if you have any questions, please leave them in the chat at Push Studios, #Push Studios.
And I kid Paula because you guys are so awesome, and I absolutely am such a fan of you. I really, really am. So you really brighten up YouTube, and what a great time of morning to do it. So hats off to you for that. What's the next question, hon? Let's get back into a few.
Well, I wanted to update on some things before we get to any questions that you guys can post in the chat.
You take the floor on this one. Go for it.
So there are some things that I wanted to update you guys. So one of the things is, and we learned that from you guys, which is great. That's why we always talk about learning from each other, is your inactive account manager page. Have you ever heard about that?
We didn't hear about that.
We haven't. And I would bet that 3/4 of you guys here haven't heard about that as well. So what it means basically that YouTube, well, Google really, because it's connected still, by default is disabling the channels that are inactive for more than 3 months. That's the default time in it. So basically, if you go on vacation for 3 months and you don't do anything, you don't log in your account, you don't do anything,
you
from
become
it,
sick or anything, any of those reasons.
3 months is a default. It basically deactivates it, and also, well, it deletes it eventually as well. In order to avoid that, because some of the people take longer breaks on YouTube and all of that, what you have to do is go in your inactive account manager page at the link that we put in the chat here, and go and set up the plan. What it basically does, you have to make sure that you extend the inactivity period time to the max, which is 18 months, and definitely to make sure that you unclick delete the account after that, because that's exactly the default is 3 months and delete account after that. So if you don't want that to happen, you know, life is life, stuff happens, we need to take a break, and if you want to get it access to it, at least do that. Extend the time of inactivity to 18 and unclick delete account afterwards. So even if you are like after 18 months, longer than 18 months, you can still maybe have a chance of recuperating it back, because once it's gone, it's gone.
Philip, like he said, I know all too well about this, got nailed. What happened more before, I think, because we kind of get in the backstory into it, I think there wasn't an option for it before, and the time did get cut down and nobody kind of knew, but now the option's there, but they're not publicizing it because, of course, in their goal to get rid of inactive channels, this is just another step in kind of doing this. So
that's right, and that's why that kind of ties into a little bit of that purging thing as well, because this is exactly what happens. We were surprised about that it's only 3 months. Like, it's tiny amount of time when it can consider that your channel is inactive, and basically those channels get unsubbed. That's part of the purge too.
Yep.
So that's kind of how it all came in it. But thank you so much for this. We didn't know that. We did it right away. You can also set up the plan right away there, you know, in case to who to notify, or if you have another email maybe that you want to double check that will let you know that they're about to close it and things like that. People used to use it if they would go to a different country, let's say, and something would happen to them, you know, so people would at home would know if they don't email something, you know, things like that. It was more like a security thing, but because we are on YouTube, this is such a great thing to know.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they don't talk about it even more, because it's huge. Like,
personally, I don't think they want to, because they're trying to get rid of channels that aren't using. They're just, that's an option for people who dig and just find it by chance. It's not right, but I do believe they're doing it for that reason. They're not publicizing it much.
Yeah, so wanted to say thank Stereo Spaceman or Anima Flex, whichever the name you want to use this time, for providing us with this information. I was talking with Dawn, who has been inactive for more than 3 months. So that's why how it got into talk.
Yeah.
So check that out. The link is in the chat. You go on in the link, and then you find in the first paragraph inactive account manager, and you can do all of that there.
Yep. The link's back up again. Because I got something to touch, but we'll do your next one first.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because above and beyond, and I did say I would go into it. Do you want to touch on takebacks? Those who sub only to unsub. Okay. Some of you have heard this already. We've already touched on part of it. I'm going to try and do the short, condensed version of this. Most people do not unsub from you, because it is of no benefit to them. Because we're talking about people who are sub for sub, collectors, whatever name you want to give them. Say they're in here right now and they're like, Sweet Sounds ASMR got you, the early kit in got you. After that it would stop, because I'm going to be timing them out and then throwing them out. But say they could get through from one, and it goes up the list, you know, and they grab Simply Shannon, Eileen Villiers, and Just Jewel, and Dole Whip Dad, and Hoods. When they were done here, if you were to get a chance to speak to them and say, what channels did you join when you were in there? You know what their answer would be? I don't know. Because they literally clicked on your name, hit the subscribe, remembered enough of the name that they could type in the first 2 letters so you would show up with the @ sign in front of it, and said, gotcha. And they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. Goodbye. They have closed your channel, never to return. That's the short and sweet onto it. For them to take all the work to go back and unsubscribe, the only time they would do it is, especially if they're lower in numbers, when they hit their cap of 2,000, because they're doing this all the time, they might go back and then do like a mass delete of everything and just flush it. How many times have you been joined by the same channel? There's some I know every time I see them in a live stream, they're about to tell me that they just got me. Yes, we can get unsubscribed. I thought, wow, we're getting blurry here. Sorry, I just noticed that.
And that's what I was talking about. I was talking about Minx Laura today.
Yes.
That's exactly what's going on.
So that's the one part of it. So most people don't go unsubbing unless for usually they got a beef with you. That's the truth. Because it is a lot of work to go find a channel, see where they are, go and hit that unsubscribe. That's a call to action in the opposite form, but it's a call to action. It's an action, I should say. Excuse me, and it's a long action for them. So they definitely usually have something they don't like what you've done. We'll call it. I'm just kind of generalizing right now. Most people aren't subscribing for you. It's because you've gotten a bunch at one time, and YouTube wants to check them over and see what's going on, and it's looking for. You know, when somebody's close to a big number and they say, hey, don't worry, I just joined you with my 91 other accounts. Well, a lot of times, 90 of those accounts will be washed out in the morning because they're all coming from the same IP address. And YouTube is like, yeah, no go. So that will do it. It will also be that, great. Hey, you got 20 new subscribers today. We're so proud of you. And tell you how proud you are. We're getting rid of 13 of them from back when. They didn't get rid of the ones you got last night, but they got rid of 13 that are inactive, haven't watched you in months, or as Xenia was saying a while ago, that's another reason why. They're kind of going quarries. So, very few times is people unsubscribing from you. That is just the way it is. And especially anybody who does it as a sub for sub method, because they've forgot your name by the time they leave. They could never identify you. You know it as well as I do, because we all go in enough for the same live streams that you can run in, and you can tell when somebody desperately does. Like if I seen Simply Shannon, I'm like, if YouTube does unsubscribe us sometime, but I wouldn't say to her, hey, great to meet you, I just subscribed. I'd say, listen, I just checked your channel, and guess what? I'm not subscribed to you anymore, so I just did letting you know, so we stay connected. But when you go in, and if it was somebody I don't know, Fox, and I say, Fox, I joined. Fox says, Push Studios, got you. And then 2 days later, I get back in another stream where they are, Push Studios, got you. You know what they're doing. They don't even notice it. Half the time, they're not even going to look at your page. And there's, in the end, guys, there's on all those fronts and all those reasons, there's absolutely, positively nothing we can do about it, okay? And I can't stress it enough. And there's no way, unless you physically can take over their computer and do it for them, there's nothing that you can do about it. And it is, if somebody is doing it for that reason, you just got to move on and worry about the ones that are coming. And I always will, people might not like the expression, I said it last night, it's like a store. When you open it in a mall, you open the doors, it's your first day of business. Some people are going to walk by and not even look at it. Some are going to walk into the entrance and turn out. Some are going to come in and pick up things and leave. And some will give you trouble, and you're going to have to ask the security guard to ask them to take them out. But there are people that come in potentially ready to buy. There's people that will come in and buy right away. And there's people that will not only buy, but go and tell their friends, hey, I found a great new store here. You got to check them out. And that's the way it works here. That's the way it works on YouTube. And whether you're recommended from any channel that you meet in a networking stream, whether you're on YouTube, recommendations, in the end, they're all recommendations. Same as when we call out your channel. Hey, I got 40 new subscribers. That's great. But we can't force them to watch. Also, it's not our responsibility for the content that's there to keep them there. That's where it all falls into place. So there's all kinds of factors playing into it. So my only advice I can give you, and this is straight from what we've done from the beginning. I've gone into live streams with Social Blade running, and I've had people say, hey, I got you, Pusa, got you. If they did, I probably would have hit 50. But I had walked out with 3. And I've gone into other ones where they said, I got you. And 20 people said it, and 20 did. you can't control it. And it happens, and it can be people from day to day, the kind of mood they're into, what they change, the atmosphere. So don't stress it. Make great content. Make content that you believe people will come in to see and stay for what you do. We push a lot about the About section in the homepage. Why? Because, you know, if people are flying through, at least you got your best foot forward. When they get there, they're more willing to stay. It's that point of purchase theory, the same as a boutique store. If you have a nice looking layout for everybody, there's more chances you'll catch them in the wow factor enough that they'll at least stay around and give you a chance. And that's about all you can do. Oh no. No. Thank you, Gil. Yeah, no self-promotion any type. Thank you very much.
If you want to stay tomorrow, just no self-promotion. Yep. You can just hang around and we talk about YouTube.
Yeah.
Just no self-promo.
That's right. Get to know people in here and pick up some of the information, chat away with everybody. There's a lot of great channels in here.
And officially see YouTube channel. I know you're excited, but unless it's 1,000, we don't need to announce it.
We've been saying that. I mean, we're removing those, and eventually they're going to start getting timed out more. We can't have that all, because then it gets plastered with it. That's what we've been saying, and especially to keep the flow of the channel. Just keep enjoying. You know what I say? If you're 20 away from like a major number, 1,000, 2,000, something like that. Not that other numbers don't count. We just can't do it for everybody. We'd be the whole night doing it. So just like I went and snapped my cigarette. There we go.
Oh no, it's okay. That's fine. That's why we let you know. Nobody is upset. You're more than welcome to hang out with us here. That's all. Aerial landscapes. Hello.
It is. That's why I tell people not to time out people at first or stuff like that, because it is confusing sometimes. You go into a new channel and things can be very different from the last one you were into in that. So we get that. That's why pencils have erasers, and I just want you to have a really good time here, and we're glad you can make it. So welcome.
Yes.
Yep.
Creaky says, have to respect the quality of the chat because it is part of the Puša experience. Thank you, Creaky. I appreciate that.
And that's the thing. Like, sometimes it can get more on hand, less. Sometimes everybody, well, I was going to say mods, but everybody's a mod pretty much. Some nights you're more busier than others. We can't stop what's coming in, but if we close the gates, well, nobody's coming in. It's the price of doing business on YouTube. And you guys were well, and we're lucky because look at all the great channels that are in here right now. That's the testimony to that we're doing something right. So,
and I think we take a little bit of pride of educating the viewers with the hopes that you guys pass it along as well to your viewers with regards to the ethics of what and how to do on live streams. We even did a live stream about it. Yeah. So we just hope that that's something that we can all get contagious with. A good kind of contagious, like you say.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard you use that one to us.
Yeah. Are we losing Hangouts when YouTube separates from Google? No. Like I said before, and I did put the link in the chat, it does affect only G+ social networking or whatever you want to call it app. It doesn't affect any other products by Google. So don't have to worry about that. But if you have noticed in your talking about new updates, if you have noticed in your YouTube Studio Beta, you see that there is an update on new way of live streaming. So if that's something that you want to go and check out, YouTube has just updated last week the way you can go and live stream. It gives a nice layout of a black backdrop like you see in our chat here, which is better for your eyes. It's a little bit better user friendly. You can add different things to it. In my opinion, we haven't really tried it like hands-on, but as far as I went to press button start, in my opinion, it's just making it look pretty. Yeah. More than anything.
Exactly. Some more bells and whistles, like a car with extra options, and sometimes I think it's just more things to go wrong.
Yeah, I really thought that they're going to be coming out with their own kind of OBS system.
I'm disappointed in them. I'll not lie. I'm disappointed.
But it's not. But it's something that is there, and hopefully it's going to be a little bit more trustworthy, maybe for glitches, which is one thing. If you have been using Hangouts before, then that's something you can try out.
Aerial landscapes. Do you know if I use copyright music, does it hurt me in the searches? Unless you're getting a bunch of copyright strikes and that. It doesn't so much hurt you into it, but you're putting your channel in awful jeopardy, I find. That's the only thing I would say, the main thing of all of it. It's a fine line, and it's great until things go wrong.
Yep.
I mean, as far as if you're using something like, I don't know, a song, I don't know, Thunderstruck AC, because that's the one that used to be used all the time. I still say that's half the reason why these laws came in was because of Thunderstruck alone, because everybody was using it on everything.
Mm-hmm.
If it's shared revenue, I mean, they get the revenue off it, you're actually making a bunch of money for somebody else. And people say, well, I don't care, my videos don't get many views. What happens if it blows up? What happens if that video all of a sudden is getting crazy views? You know, you're monetized now, and that thing takes off like a rocket. Doesn't that suck? You know, you got 7 million views on something that's gone the most viral video of the first quarter of YouTube, and you don't get a penny off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Your work.
Yeah.
You know, and if the laws, if it's ever purchased by another company, the rights to it, and they decide to make it that they don't want it shared at all, then you're setting yourself up for a good copyright strike. So that's why I'm always saying to avoid it at all costs.
Creaky says, I think you use copyright music, it actually affects your rating as a channel, like a naughty kid in the schoolyard. Yeah, kind of.
If you're using it a lot, I wouldn't say on one or two videos, but I mean if it's predominant onto it too, it sometimes can put you in the side of shadowed, but because you're looked at a bit more like a spammy channel.
Okay, yeah.
That's why. The same as like using caps and all of your descriptions, all those things, if you're using them in abundance, can sometimes make you look a bit spammy, and that won't help you.
Crazy is asking, I uploaded video super later than usual. It's getting very little traffic. What do I do?
Oh, sorry. What was the question? Because
I uploaded a video super later than usual. It's getting very little traffic. What do I do?
First, take a look at tags, titles, all that stuff. See if everything's in check. I would try to revive it and give it new life. And worst case, if it's really minimal views and none of that's clicking in, and you think it's really because of the time you uploaded it, because you should figure out after all with your analytics what's your good uptime schedules. Go back and take a look at them, and maybe have to take another run, take it down and repost it. But I would try to revive it first. That's what I would do. Yeah,
I agree. Make sure that you have everything what's possibly. This is when it really counts a lot, and you know, next time try to stick to the schedule.
Yes, exactly.
We all have that happening though, so it happens, you know.
Not the first, you won't be the last in that one. Walker fam, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing today?
Yeah. Video call-in show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so then the other thing that we talked, I think already 2 weeks ago, about the updates on YouTube, and Alejandro offered us graciously a list of words to add in the comment filter. So if you're interested in that, and if you're wondering why we did talk about that in YouTube's hot potato, it's linked up above in a link about the guideline changes in the comment section. So it's probably in their best interest to filter your comments, the words that are used by people in comments. So if you want to do that, Alejandro provided us with a very nice combined list of different words that are used that might be beneficial to put in a filter system. It's on our Discord. Go check it out. Join our Blue Ridge Group Discord, and you can grab that list there. Lots of people have used it already. It just helps so much better to filter through the spammy comment sections that can get your channel now in trouble according to the new guidelines.
It's a great resource, guys. It's definitely worth it.
Yes. So that's something. Link is in the chat, and you can check it out there as well. And then I found out something yesterday. Yeah. Now this is a rubric. Is going to be called "Yesterday I Found Out."
Okay. Yeah, and then I got another one for after.
So while I was, what I like to do is check out what actual YouTube core creators are doing. Okay. So I was not spamming. I was lurking into Tom's from Creators Insider Twitter. I follow him, by the way, and gotten to know that. And let's see, guys, if you knew that as well or not. Obviously, if the video gets uploaded in HD quality, it gets more points for the algorithm. It gets more for search and stuff like that. Well, it's not always turns into HD the minute it gets uploaded onto YouTube, and therefore it gets lower rating by YouTube. So the suggestion was to upload it and leave it in private till it turns into HD, and only then release it.
Especially with 4K now, that even takes longer. So
yeah, because it takes forever to render it to do that, and lots of people think, well, I took it in 4K, it is in 4K, I upload it, well, it's going to be released in 4K right away. No, it actually, depending on lots of things, it can take up to like day or two sometimes. So the suggestion from Tom from Creators Insider was to keep it private till it renders through to 4K or.
Oh, there we go.
Now we're back.
And we're back. We're back. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry for that little delay. Yeah, we got kicked for a second, but we are back and we're live. So did you want to finish the end?
Yeah, so as I was saying, so don't just assume just because you're taking the video in 4K that it's going to be right away released in 4K. It's not. It depends on lots of things. It can take forever to render. So if you want to make sure that you get all the bonus points for the high quality video, privatize it first and only release it after you see that little icon of it being in HD or 4K. That's the best approach to that.
That's awesome. A lot of people are updating their inactivity account settings. That's awesome, guys. MU Free Music, Early Kid In, a couple others I had seen as well doing it. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Colorado Fisher said, Push Studios, I never say if you enjoyed my video, follow, hit the notification, and comment at the end of the video. Does it really matter? Anytime you can get in a call to action, do it. And it does matter. I'm going to give you guys an example. When we started live streaming, we didn't have a clue what we were doing. I think sometimes it's safe to say we still don't, depending on the person. But we learned over time, and something we didn't do enough at the beginning was call to actions. And doing this, like I'm just posting, made all the difference in the world for our likes. Just by doing that, we went up from getting 50, 60 likes, 3 times as much. That took us into the 150, 200 range right there. That made, and I could watch it as I would do it. I would see them go up every time. And that's exactly why we were doing it. So call to actions do work. And yes, at the end of your videos, it really does, it really does make a difference. So the call to actions, you can never go wrong with them. Cole Outdoors, how are you? It's good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome. Pleasure. I've been wanting to get over it. It's just been crazy the last couple of days, but it's always good to see you. Should I say at the start or at the end of the video? You can do a quick one at the beginning if you want. I would do more at the end. Or if you can work it in like some of the videos do, depending on the type of video, it's squeezed in when it's harder. You can have like a quick pause, and in the middle you can mention it as well. I kind of like those, but they're hard to work in. It depends how you want it to stand out, but you also want it smooth integration in and out. So anything else to add to that?
No. I'm not to answer that. Crazy asked, does swearing lower points for the search result, or is it just monetization? Swearing in the video.
Well, I was reading another question, so sorry. I didn't know. I thought you had one already. You were going to answer.
So you can swear in your videos. There is a limited amount of swearings that you can still apply, so to say. It's best not to use it in the title. It's best not to use it in the first 30 seconds. 30 seconds to minute of your video, because that's the most important, where it actually listens the most. So try not to do it there. You can use occasional F-bomb, an occasional swear word here and there. It will affect your discoverability as well, though. It's not just the monetization. It's also the way YouTube in what tier does it put your video on, right? So if it thinks it might be too harmful for the viewer, it's not only in monetization, it's also how often it's gonna be surfacing your video to suggest it. So you can swear, but don't oversaturate it.
Think of it, you gotta work around the terms of service as maybe HBO. That's kind of where you can kind of go with it before you start then having troubles. You can drop the F-bomb. You drop the F-bomb. If I was to say it right now, I mean, it wouldn't change our monetization, wouldn't change our recommendings or anything like that.
No.
And once again, context is everything, guys. You know, context is everything. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Budget Adders and Survival. Hello.
And that's right, man. And I mean, for it is, and I mean, that's one of those things everybody makes their choice on. But that's right. It's not all. It's, you know, F-bomb. That simply should have noticed that I would like to drop the full one just for examples.
But you can, and that's the thing, and that is kind of also the legend part that was, well, you can't swear
Yeah.
on your videos. Your video is going to be taken down. No.
Shannon, you get ready. I got an example for you coming. Don't worry. This is my favorite one of all. Let's see. Oh God, it's really bad when you put it like that. Oh wow, I never even thought of that combination. Oh my God, that's really bad. That is.
Well,
wow.
you also got to make sure that your
Talk about
channel,
context.
your main channel, for example, video language is English, that you can set up in your advance. So it's going to be going by that, what you're using. I'm just prefacing what Andrew is going to be doing now.
There. Okay, guys. I'm going to give you one language lesson, and I won't be doing this one again in here, but anybody who wants to learn French, are you ready? If we're talking about seal and not the seal for a motor or anything like that, but the actual animal itself, we'll call it for lack of a better term. If you want to say seal in French, it's pronounced fuck. That's right. P-H-O-Q-U-E. So there you go. There is. It's funny how Emily got French for seal.
Yeah, but it's true. It's you can actually look for it in Google too. So it's true.
Yeah.
And as you see, no big deal. You can do that. You can swear. It's just in limited amounts, and don't do it at the very beginning of the video.
Great grandma's grand house. Seal you.
You're welcome to those who just came in, by the way.
that was a learning lesson. That's so. Imagine my grade 4 or grade 3 French teacher, because I had to take French growing up. Imagine what it was like in her class when she had to teach us that one, which she had to hear for the next 2 days. No, you can't get mad at me. I meant the seal. I pity that poor woman. She probably took up drinking those days. So.
Colorado Fisher says, believe it or not, the moment I got a drone and did my opening of videos with a drone shot, it got me so many more followers quick. I think cinematography is one quick way to grow. Do you agree?
Definitely. Hey, let your content do the talking. Depending what age you are, I mean, it's video game, whatever. Yeah, video game. We'll use video games. You got a poster, EB Game Store, something like that. Amazing poster. That's your banner for your channel. Then you're looking for the game, and you see that game, the cover. It draws you in. That's your thumbnail. And then once you open up the game, they never open up with the game itself because they use the cinematic trailers at first for it. And those things are kick-ass. And you're sold. Put your best foot forward. If you have amazing video footage, put a teaser. Peter McKinnon and all those guys do that all the time. It always starts off with that epic shot halfway into the story to give that teaser to draw you in. Then they jump to them talking, setting it up and doing everything. Then you see the full run of it. So yes, if you have an epic shot, that's where you want to put it. Right at the get-go, blow the socks off them and go from there.
The official EC YouTube channel asked, does the number of subscribers you have affect your ranking in your tags? Yes and no. Yes, it's part of equation. No, it's not just that. So it definitely affects together with your watch time, with your views, and things like that, with the retention. So it's all tied into one chain, so to say. It's little pieces of the chain that affects the tags. And yes, your subscribers is one part of it. But definitely the views, the retention is going to be something else that comes into effect of that. Where your video is going to be ranked according to tags.
Colo Doors said something here. I find that your opening should not be more than 15 seconds. And I'm glad you said that, because that is true. And I'm watching people, and I know they're going for time. I know one channel in particular, I timed it out. Their opening is a minute. Their opening sequence for all their videos is 1 minute and 47 seconds, folks. 1 minute and 47 seconds. That's like Disney trailer length. Yes, exactly. Even 15 seconds can push it. 10 seconds. It should be very fast, to the point. Get it and do it. You see our opening here, and we actually went to 11 seconds, and I was concerned still. I find it a bit long. It's not meant to go on forever. It's not what people came to watch. It's just there to let them know you're there and move on to what you got to do. It's like, when I'm always talking about live streams about people killing time, like, hey, yeah, I'm here and all that. Well, if you put a minute-long opener on each one of your videos, people are getting aggravated. I can guarantee you, Yeah. So that is something good to bring up. We had a 53-second opening on our first 16 videos. We cut that out. Yeah, and that's a good thing, Crap My Dad makes. Exactly. It really is, because it's too long. People are already getting... okay, you get a TV show, the credits are... Remember when we were watching Riptide from the 80s?
Yeah.
It's 2.5-minute opener, because they would show for the first 30 seconds or 40 seconds what was going to come up on the show, and then a 1.5 minute long or 2 minute long intro. And that was for an hour-long show, and that's back in the days when everybody wanted to hear the music. That's back when TV themes would actually make it onto Billboard. And I mean, we're watching it now, and I'm like, oh my God, will this ever come to an end? We get it, because we're not living that life anymore.
Yeah.
You know what people's attention spans are like. We all have them now. We do not want to drag. We want the meat and bones of everything. And you got to give it to them that way. So yeah, say your piece, say what you want them to do, and off they go. And
according to the latest studies, it's around 3 seconds that people decide to continue watching the video or not. 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Yeah. So they might click off of it afterwards, obviously, as they get into it. But the initial decision of actually to watch it or not is 3 seconds.
Yep.
So if you make a 2-minute intro,
yeah.
So this should answer that as well.
I guess I play music for 15 minutes as the show gets ready to show it. Cole, are you talking? Cole, I'm kind of confused. Are you talking about for making for video openers, or are you talking for live streams? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. I guess I play music for 15 minutes as the show gets ready to show with a countdown.
So maybe we can explain the difference between the roll.
Yeah, but I did that because I'd get 10 people. I don't know what else to say.
So there are differences in what you can do, like a buffer inlet in the videos that you can use for just a couple seconds. It's basically rolls for 2 or 3 seconds with your channel logo or things like that, which literally is going to be a couple seconds. And you can have a promo video, which Andrew was talking about, and it's something you can include in your videos or not. And then it's something completely else is the beginners of the video, or especially live streams that we are doing here as well, that you can see every evening. That is completely a different story from a promo reel or inlet or anything like that.
Exactly. Yeah, because that's why at first I thought, because you said like 15 seconds, so that's where I you don't go longer than 15 seconds, so that's where kind of...
The Early Kitten says it's also a good idea to have a teaser or hook before your intro. That's right, and that's why it's because of those 3 seconds that I just talked about, it's very suggested by all the bigger YouTube creators as well, is to cut it off in the first... You start right away with what your video is going to be about, without highs and my name is... You just start about what your video is about, then you cut into this little inlet what your channel is about, and then continue on with the video. That's exactly it, and that's exactly why, to capture their attention, to let them know what is going to be, so they continue watching.
Granny Josie, I want to say welcome to you. It's great to have you in here. So glad you found us. Welcome. And Stacy says, sorry I can't stay tonight. My left eye is flashing little spots in the corner. Started earlier today. Just seen you on and want to show you. You take care of yourself first, and I hope you feel better. I hope that passes.
Maybe you should lay down.
Yeah, I mean, we're here. You know what? Anytime you can make it over, and we know you do when you can.
We love you still. You don't have to.
Exactly.
3B Production, thank you, by the way.
Just hope you feel better. Good example. I've caught a 17-pound fish. I show the fish for 5 seconds and go into my intro for 15 seconds. and I come back to the intense opening. Exactly.
Yep.
Great.
Perfect.
That's good. That's really good. Because that's energy. You've built it up. You know, you've dropped right into the dramatic scene, and then everyone wants to know, how did it get to this? Did he get it? You know, you've built anticipation.
Perfect. Tham's World, exactly the same. Build the anticipation. Perfect.
Think of all the great things you've ever watched on TV, on movies and everything, and what's drawn your attention, and how did they do it to draw your attention and work from that? There is inspiration everywhere. Once again, looking at the bigger channels and stuff like that we were talking about, what they do. I definitely want to do that again, by the way. I had a lot of fun doing that night. And I think this time we're going to open it up to a poll and get you guys to recommend some of the big YouTubers that you guys watch. Mm-hmm. And then we can kind of dissect them and see what makes them tick or what we can pull from them for us and that.
Yeah, definitely.
How are you?
And yeah, so crap that makes me watch. They moved their bigger opener to their trailer part of the channel.
That's a smart idea. You had already made. It says all what you needed to say. That's very smart. Mm-hmm. Good for you.
Yeah, great ideas, guys. Great tips, and this is what it's all about on Tuesday Tech Talk. Is you getting us some information as well, so we can all grow together and talk and discuss that all together in the chat with each other. That's what we love it so much about Tuesdays here.
Kings and Darwin. No, in short, it's right now where it's even more responsibility than ever. If it's a junky comment, it's not going to help for your comments anyways. You're better off to have less comments that are more pertinent to what you did versus leaving them go through just for the sake of having them. You know, I know there's some that kind of, to me, if it's just like, you know, I'm your friend. If they say, you know, great to connect with you, just subscribe, and then they go into a little bit about themselves and it's 1 or 2 lines, at least something where they made an effort, I'll let them go through some of them. But I mean, like the short little you sub me back and all that, or I friended you, love lots, those I just junk them. Unless, I mean, we're not perfect. Sometimes they'll slip through. You miss one, but I definitely don't want more than reverse engineer is a way. Push Studio, I learn a lot from others, but I never try to imitate, but I learn styles, so to speak. Exactly. You're not there to copy them. If you copy somebody, get ready, because you'll always be compared to the original. And that's the exact way to do it, is reverse engineer, taking parts from all kinds of different channels and make it like, it sounds bad, but really kind of Frankensteining your own style together. And you have your own style all within you anyways. That's the most unique thing, I always say, that you bring to YouTube is yourself. And you're just looking for other elements that accentuate all that uniqueness in you. So,
Tony and Big Tony family, it depends what your retention is. I mean, you got to look at your retention and see, do people drop afterwards or during that intro or not? And then you'll be able to see if it is too long maybe for you or not. Yep. You can see it in your analytics.
Yep.
And that's the best way to know. The early kid in said, do you know if YouTube changed the way they handle tags? I heard that they will cancel any other tags after 15. Well, I haven't read anything in particular about that, so I don't like hearing stuff. I want to see stuff. And question back to you. 15 tags can be so much different, okay? One tag can contain 25 characters, and one tag contains 3 characters. So by saying 15 tags, it doesn't say anything, because 15 tags can be all 500 characters in my tags, and 15 tags can be only half of it. Depends what kind of tags I'm using. So it's not really precise information with regards to that right away. I can tell you that. What I can tell you, though, with regards to the questions that you had in the Discord about that yes, your first part is more predetermined towards your video. Then the middle part of your tags is going to be more going in general about the subject kind of that you're talking about. And then at the very end, you usually would put your own channel name and tags that would pertain to your channel as a general, not directly to your video. Like, it would be related, but it wouldn't be per se just about your video. So yes, it categorizes it a little bit, but not enough to make really a difference. Like, if you know how to use tags, you can start fiddle around with that sequence. But really, for now, use the real estate that you have. What is important is not how many tags you use. It's important that you use relevant tags. So if you can find 15 relevant tags in your videos, please do, and use them all.
Gill Skills. The intro I made is 37 seconds long, but it is part of the countdown to start the stream. It's part of the stream, and the stream you get more leeway on time. That's the thing about it. It's more when you're doing videos, because streams, people are committed already to a bit longer of an event. I mean, still you don't want to drag it out as well, but you know, in that part, I mean, it's not really any. I don't think it's causing any issues into it. So look at kind of the best thing to do is when you create something, kind of just take a moment and watch it through a viewer's eyes and see how you feel. Tell yourself, I'm watching somebody else's thing right now. Does this bother me? Does this please me? Am I indifferent to it? We tend to do that a lot. Not do that a lot. Is be our own critics of what we watch, what we make. And we have to try and look at it through our viewers' eyes, and you'll get the answers from it. But like I say, with live streams, they're more committed. You still don't want it like to drag on for minutes, like, you know, live from Montreal, and then show 25 minutes of clip, and then, you know, back, it is happening now, and then show some more. There's only so long it can go, and you know. That's just but I think at 37 seconds you shouldn't have a lot of trouble with it. So if it was a video intro, I would say you're definitely in dangerous waters. But and thank you so much, Forever Freaky Funko. I love that. Awesome Budget Outdoors. Love Tuesday nights with Push Studios. Really do appreciate that. Susie Channel's in here.
Hi.
Susie. How are you?
Susie Channel. We love Susie Channel.
We do. Another one with us right from the very beginning.
Yes.
Guys, she is growing like crazy. You definitely have to check it out. I mean, who doesn't like treats, you know? We appreciate that, Forever Freaky Funko. You've been awesome to us.
Oh, thank you.
Really do appreciate it. I mean that. So thank you so much.
Roland Picker, hello. Hey. Yes, it's doing good.
Yes, and I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. I hope you're having a really good evening.
Deb Spader, hello. Good to see you as well. Weather time-lapse news. Yes, we hope to see you back. We actually talk a lot about how to grow your views and watch time as well. Lots of tips during Sunday and Thursday shoutouts and Tuesday Tech Talks as well. So hope to see you back.
And that's a good point too. There's also going too far where you become too much like too hard on your content as well. Mm-hmm. It's like anything else in life. Everything is a balance. That's what it comes down to. You know, you got to ask yourself some honest questions in the mirror if you think this cuts it, but also not. It's normal for some of us. I'm like that. I'm a perfectionist, and when I'm doing video, Xavier will have to step in and say, Andrew, you just got to let it go, like you've done it. I'll be like, oh, look, but you see that little rock, you see that pixel. You know, I'm literally picking on everything. And she's like, no. Even when you brought up the point, I don't see it. It's me seeing it because I've been staring at it for so long.
Yeah, I got to step out of the woods to see the trees. And I have the same thing. Everybody does, I think, as creators, like getting into that too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Liam's Play World.
Special double hello to you.
That's right. Good to see you. Texas Riders in here as well.
Funko Nerd Stark, welcome back. Oh, good to see you. Like now. Oh, Sarah. Yes. Thank you for coming back again and amazing art. I love art.
I appreciated the super chat, Forever Freaky Funko, but that means even more to me what you just wrote. So thank you very much. I love to surround myself by loving people who are genuine and do so much for others, just like you. And just like you guys, you know, you guys have been helping each other out all night and giving tips to each other, discussing things. This is the Blue Wrench Group. It's got no membership. It's nothing. It's just a bunch of people who are YouTubers and helping each other, discussing things. You guys got answers to tons of stuff we don't know about here. We're not the holy grail for by any sense of the word. Cannot stress that enough.
No, and like we shared about inactive account.
Yeah,
great example. We didn't know that. That was like a huge eye opener.
Look how many people now are adjusting because and
that's right. Yes. So we learn from each other all the time.
We're gaining knowledge, guys. We're all up and coming YouTubers, but you know what? Together we can make a lot of great things happen, and that's what's pretty cool about it. So. That's we're all in it together, as we say.
Yes, that's right, guys. Just a reminder for you, if you haven't hit that like button, please do. We do appreciate when you do that. And of course, if you're new, you can subscribe, hit the bell to know when we are back on. Although we're here almost every day, we do appreciate that as well. And the best way to know when we are on is to follow us on Twitter as well, because that's where we post our live streams beforehand or even as soon as they come on. So that's the best way to follow. We can tell you that there are going to be some pop-up streams coming up this week too. So keep your eyes peeled, ring the bell so you don't miss it. And follow us on Twitter to be sure.
Big time, yes. Definitely on Twitter.
Yes.
And I love that Things World. You shout it out as loud as you want, my friend. I love it. That's awesome. Early Kid in says, I'm asking the whole chat, as Puša says, has anyone heard of what chatbot works on premieres? Creators outside said there are some, but all I ask has said premieres have the wrong API. Streamlabs. I wouldn't be able to even give you the faintest answer on that one.
I know that people have used Nightbot, although you say that it doesn't work.
Well, that's where I assumed then they were still not working with it, because I assumed that was the giveaway one. So if that works, there you go. And yes, you learned French tonight, Mono.
I know Panic D, I think, uses Nightbot all the time for their premieres.
Yep.
But I mean, I don't want to say 100%.
But that's why then when I said, because I mean, Nightbot is like when you think of buying a fridge, you think Frigidaire.
Yeah.
It's so synonymous with it. So if any of them, that would be my top of the list one, unless there's something different.
There's not much really to begin with bots there. And they're going to be very careful too with them, because there have been instances when they do big damage to the channel too.
See, Colorado Fisher, there you go. I'm glad you guys reminded us with the like button. I've been here for 40 minutes and didn't hit the like button until you said it. That's why I'm saying it was unbelievable when we started doing the call to action for it, how much it changed our likes. And I'm horrible. Can you imagine? You guys see me before, because it's kind of, whenever I'm somebody's chat that I like, I'll sit there and I'll post in our, our version of it for call to action. And I've done that 10 times, and I'll think, here I am telling everybody to do it, and I forgot myself. So it a reminder. If I was to do it every 3 lines, it's going to get on everybody's last nerve, including mine. Just periodically doing it. It tends to run usually about every 10 minutes or so when I remember. I'll forget sometimes to even post that. And as soon as I do, I start seeing the like button go up. So
that's right. I just said something about people posting comment here from Puša. I like that. And someone just did. Yes, of course. Well, there's definitely trolls that are going to be doing it in spite of it. So don't be surprised. Delete it. Get rid of it. It has nothing to do with us.
Oh, Funko Nerd Shark. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And appreciate it. I love having you. And guys, there's a lot of great channels in here with a lot of great potential and a lot of great care in what they do in that. And these nights kind of like we really get the more hardcore YouTubers who are really trying to do stuff. That's why the ones that really take stuff that we say and from other people and combine it all and are working to make their channels even more amazing. And I love that. You have no idea how good that makes you feel. So that's what makes tonight's Tuesday Tech Talk so much fun. Hey there, Bill Hardtop. How are you? How are you doing tonight? Well, I think we covered all of them. Is there anything left?
Yeah, I think it did. And guys, always, if you have any questions, you can put more of them in Discord. I hope we covered most of them.
400. Nah, you're awesome. How you doing, Mel? Good to see you. You're awesome, man. Hey, that goatee alone is worth about 500,000 subs, I'd say.
The early kitten, I hope we covered most of them. As I said, I will do a little bit more research about the kids YouTube. And guys, of course, you can always join our conversation on Discord. There is some chat going on outside of live streams as well. Ask questions there. People are more than willing to answer the questions there as well. So that's something you can do in the meantime between the Tuesday Tech Talks. And well, if you don't know when we are on from Sunday to Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, with exception for Thursday at 1 p.m. If you are in Europe or across the seas, we are an hour earlier the next 2 weeks, so just remember that. So if you are looking forward to the Thursday shout out, a special EU edition, we are going to be at a little bit earlier time in your house this week.
Awesome adventures. It's great to see you as well, Jason NG. You are amazing. You gave us this platform to know each other. Hey, and you guys made it what it is. A lot of I haven't said it in a while. I don't know if some of the newer ones would even know the expression. I used to say it all the time. It's a 20-80. 20%, 80%, 20% us, 80% you guys. We built a house. You guys made a home. And it's true, because you can build a house, but if nobody's in there to keep it going, to give it that feeling, it's just a shell. So it's you guys that make it what it is. So we really can't thank you enough. And Sarah's abstract expressions. Puša, we just appreciate that you give a poop about us. Well, I appreciate that you give a poop about us too. You know, everything good in life is a two-way street. That's not people using each other. Everybody to feel good has to walk away with that they got something out of it. And you guys definitely give us that for sure. Early Kid in, you have helped me a lot. I will actually be listening to this again tonight to recap. All my heart and all our heart to you as well. Patricia Sprinkles, how are you? Oh, we're not iconic. We're honestly just another. We're 60, whatever. We're at. Yeah, 64, 60, whatever it is. Honestly, for the most part, is no different than we were 1300 or any of them like that.
Will you stop it? No, we're not like that with everybody. It's just with special people. Gail.
You do not need to do that. You do lots for us already.
Bad skills.
Bad skills.
That's what you get for doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna have a negative reinforcement.
Yeah, that's right. That's how we show our appreciation. We do. You do not need to do that, my friend. Not necessary. Just love having you in and love what you do for people. And you're an awesome channel. Cannot stress that enough. How's the campaign to fix the thumbs up and bombs down? YouTube paying attention? It's still in discussions. It got their attention.
Yep.
And guys, here you go. See, we always say that YouTube never listens to us in that. It is in discussions. Hey,
somebody block that button for Gil Skills. Come on.
You don't stop. You don't
Thank you, but please, okay, please.
Just having you here, you're good, man. God, you're spoiling us. It's gonna go to our head. We appreciate it. That's hard because we appreciate it very much, and you don't need to do. Just having you here is all good. I have no idea because I can't find anything to talk about. I would love to. Any advice? Oh, sorry. You guys are talking.
Live, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I stuck with it. There is the link, guys. There is the link to the campaign to get rid of the dislike button. What the? Oh my.
Thank you so much for 100 AGL. Thank you so much. Thank you being bad 5 times over. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mel, you don't have to do it. None of you guys. Oh my God. Oh my. You guys are crazy. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much. But you guys are. It's not necessary. I use Twitter to help with what mental illness I cover. I figured if I do a poll on what people want to learn about, I can't go wrong. Why not?
Yeah.
Good idea, Eileen. It's very good. And once again, it's call to action. It's engagement. All those things into it. The check is in the mail. Polyvlog. Polyvlog in here? There he is. It's like whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
Polly, you just kind of pop in out of nowhere.
Hello, because he's there.
That's right.
There.
Yeah. Good to see you. How you doing? Him and Philip are good at that.
Yes.
That's their MO. Him and Philip Cochran, they're just kind of, and they're there. It's unbelievable.
Is that Canadian dollars or US? Yes. It's a good question.
Oh my God. How you doing, Paulie? It's great to see you, buddy. Lots of love to you. Love seeing that name in the chat. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for everything. And thank you guys for everything you do for us. Please know that we do appreciate it. Without you guys, like I say, no show. We're getting close. I'm excited, actually. The next couple of days, we should hit 300,000 views. And I am really proud of that. That I am really proud of. So I'm looking forward to that. That is something I never thought we would ever say we would hit. But let's see where the count's at. It hasn't. It's getting close. It's updating some. Right now, we are at 286,724 views. And that still kind of throws my mind off when I see that. So, oh, Thames World, you guys, you know, without, like I say, without you guys, we wouldn't be able to say that because you guys are those numbers. It's a simple, as much as it's from the heart, it's also just the simple truth of the matter, the simple math into it. You guys got us where we are, and helping us get to where we going, and we truly do appreciate it. So, and it is that one certain number. When we hit 5,000 was the first time that when it was all done, I sat and watched for. Oh my God, Nomadic Bike, you do not.
Nomadic Bike, thank you so much.
You do not need to do
trend.
that.
Thank you guys. Do appreciate it. Thank you. You should be able to bar certain people from super chatting you.
Yes.
Thank you.
The 400 gal would love to at some point. We're on. The only nights is usually Thursday and Saturdays that we're not on. I'd love to go on and talk to you sometime though.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can email us. We can try and figure out the time.
Yes. Yeah. Gill skills. That old Nordic Bike. That was a pretty color. It's just very kind of you, and you just don't. It means I don't know. It means a lot. You guys are all so kind. Move dislikes from anyone who hasn't watched a specific amount of time. You know, honestly, Forever Freaky Fun. It's the last kind of because I hate because it is kind of turning into a social media, and I don't want YouTube to do that. But if we put it in the groups of all the social medias, it's the only one that even has that option. It's so anonymous and so pointless. If somebody doesn't like what you're doing, I would rather them write without being offensive, without being hateful. Clearly state, though, not candy, but just say what they did not like about it or what they do not like what you do. Because then they have to present themselves. And when you take that, and yes, they're still behind a channel, and if it's a troll one, well, you just delete it because you don't put it up anyways. And if it's somebody you do know, or somebody you don't know that's found you and does give an honest, genuine comment, whether it's bad or good, at least they're being honest. At least you can either build onto it or learn from it, or you can counteract it and say, well, no, we did this here, here, and there, or whatever the case. Where thumbs down just kind of became more of a bully tool with not much purpose besides just because there's nothing else connected to it. One of the options they are looking at, if they don't get rid of it, is having almost like a 3 or 4 point drop-down menu form that they'll have to do to get to it. And just that's enough time that will slow out for bots because it will keep them from being able to do it. And if somebody really wants to click it, they'll have to go through the steps. Yes, that's kind of an interesting point, you know. I actually like that. I never thought of that before. That's interesting. Forever Freaky Funko. I wouldn't mind YouTube taking away a subscriber if they dislike a specific amount of videos from a creator.
Yeah, that would make more sense because
Definitely.
Obviously, why would you want to be subscribed if you don't like what they watch?
That's a very good point.
There is to say maybe they do. We don't know. Because they do adjust your suggested videos depending on what you like or you don't like. So, but it would be great if it happens.
Kings of Darwin. I have a few thumbs down on my videos. That's what happens when when you let your kids follow your channel.
Hey, you Pack Mule. Hello.
Hey, you Pack Mule. How are you doing tonight? Travel Odysseys. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And on that note, I think it's just about time, guys, to close it down for tonight.
And I have a channel that we can go and visit.
Oh, there we go, guys. We have a destination. Chris, you never worry about...
oh, please.
Yes.
This is not what it's required for to have any communication with us. So, yeah, we do appreciate when you do, but it's definitely not a requirement anything like that.
It's not mandatory. It's not anything. We've never to this day ever. You can play every video and over. I mean, of course we appreciate it. Anybody does. It's not mandatory, and we don't change our opinions or feature somebody less or talk to them less or anything like that. It's a cherry on the sundae if you want. It's like, in the end, as far as the content we do, and that it has no bearing onto it whatsoever. So, Miss Ride or Die, thank you very much, and I hope you're doing well. And Miss Ride or Die was one of the gracious channels that changed her name and put the spaces between because it was all together at first, and I horribly butchered it all the time. So you'll always have a very special place in my heart. So, Brandon, how are you? We're just heading out, but we'll be back tomorrow night, guys. Whoever said it was a requirement, no, that's right. That's right. It is not. It's not mandatory. We did the show long before we got monetized. Well, yeah, we did for 2 months with interviews and everything that are a ton of work. Interviews, by the way, guys, are a huge amount of work. Mm-hmm. Bookings, people canceling on you all the time. You
should see my spreadsheet.
Yes.
Because our show runs at a specific time always, but people are from all the time zones in the world. Yeah. It's sometimes the logistics that are crazy. So you feel like a production company.
It's not the easy way out. And last season we did 5 interviews a week. Mm-hmm. We just couldn't keep it up. We couldn't. It was turning into a 40, 60-hour work week. It's impossible with everything else we got to do in life. So yeah, we never took the easy way on it, that's for sure. Hey there, Brenda's Beauty Vlogs. How are you doing tonight?
Hello, we're just jumping off and reading the video call show, and they have their calls open, so you can actually be on the live show.
There you go.
If you join their Zoom link, it's as easy as that, and you can be live on their show right now. So go and check it out.
Have a good evening, Simply Shannon. There we go. I just get to play with the echo a little bit. These nights I don't get to use it often.
And if you forgot to click that like button, we do appreciate if you do. And if you can make your time to come back and leave a comment once the video uploads, we do appreciate that a lot. It adds to our interaction rates.
Yeah.
And it helps our channel too. So if you do have just a couple minutes spare, please leave a comment about what you learned, how you learned, maybe anything else that you have questions with. Get a chat rolling in the comment section as well.
Much love to you, Sha. Much love to each and every one of you guys, and thank you for everything tonight. I hope you guys have a really good evening, and thank you for making our evening great by hanging out with us. Talk to you guys tomorrow night. Be well. Bye.